All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, man. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. John, it's 8 o'clock. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Had to do check on something. What's going on, Adrian Vents in the building, man? Dropping them squids on them. What's going on, Mr. Patterson in the building? What's happening with you, sir? What is good? What is good? What's good, man? Happy Thursday to y'all, man. Getting closer to the end of the week. Getting closer to the end of the week. What's happening, Ernie V? Oh, let me slide back. I went way down, man. Way down, way down, way down. Will Rogers, Cadillac 634 in the dough. What's going on, Powerhouse Watson? Yeah, man. We'll talk about it, though. We'll talk about it. Man, Dietrich Pass, what's going on? Plagiarism, what's going on? Gilbert Jimenez, Platinum Alkaline Water, what's going on, man? Cal Coolit, Rick Blackwell, what's happening? H-Town in the building. Rick V, Asante L, Rocco McBride, DJ OC, you know it, man. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to that Parlor of East Wheaton where they was bumping it last night. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, my guy? Won't mention by the first name, but you know what it is. Be Easy in the building. What's going on, man? It's always good to see you, DJ OC. I definitely got to come, man. I got to get back there, man. So it ain't got to be like a funeral or something before I come back and see y'all again. What's going on? Marcus Villain in the building. What's going on? Chillville, Jay Coop, Lamar Jones in the building. Slim, what's happening? Slim, what's happening? Big Keith in the building. What's good? Jay Miller, Bo, Keys to the Game Boxing Channel. What's happening with you, sir? Always good to see you. Mr. Pritchett in the in the building. What's going on, man? Mega Deuce, Larry King, Jay Miller, who be up in the Parlor of East Wheaton, rocking to the music with us. What's going on, Jay Miller? He said, "Let me throw the first shot at Super Chat Thursdays." Thank you, brother. And again, man, we gotta get them prayers up for my guy John Bowie, Mr. Sapp in the building. What's going on, man? Day Walker, what's happening? I like that, man. Man said Day Walker. Yeah, you must be. What are you, Blade? You a Blade fan? HMC in the building. What's going on? Joe Pesci. What's good? Marquis in the building. What's happening? Mr. Raython. Oh, I said H-Town 713, huh? I hope I said that. Barbara D, my lady. Always good to see you. Eric Horn, Mister. Terrell W, what's happening? Roke in the building. What's good? Yeah, I said for sure 100. Yeah. Keith, Big Keith in the building. What's going on, Marvis Davis? Fatal Hawk, man. What's good, man? Hope you're doing well. Anthony Brown in the building. Yo Tank had Ryan stuttering. Man, we'll get into that, man. We'll get into that, man. What's going on, Stacy? Black Fonz in the building. I'm sorry, man. Let me keep this thing up here a little longer, man. Sorry about that. Thank you for starting off the color in the chat, brother. Thank you, man. You know how it is, man. John Boy is the king of the color. So, appreciate you, man, tipping the hat in the beginning of the video, man. So let's get into this, man. Okay, so we know that there was a press conference that took place yesterday. Keys to the Game in the building. What's going on? He says, salute to the chat, prayers out to John Bowie. You know what it is. Absolutely, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for that support. And Barbara D, my sister, Barbara D. Let me get up in here and see this, man. Y'all actually could hit that like button too, which would be dope. He said, get up, get up, get up. Yes, sir. Get up them, get up. Yeah, get up them likes. Barbara telling you the truth. Get them likes up. What's going on? No evidence in the building. What's happening? Morning to you. Jay Miller said, man, Steven fired some shots yesterday. Steven Espinoza fired some shots. What are you talking about, man? Maybe I'll go back and listen to his portion again. But yeah, I gotta listen to what he said again. I'll listen to what he said again because I think I might have been tired at that point in time, seeing as Gervonta had me waiting 2 hours for the thing to start. Like, God dog, will you come on now? Ultraman in the building. So what's up, Fanon? I'm good, brother. Much love, man. Thank you for the color in the chat, bro. Bud's not off the hook yet, not ready to share the blame. Slew Fanon, Bud's not off the hook yet, not ready to share the blame. What's up, Fanon? Oh, no, I'm not sharing the blame. I am going to tell you, though, that they share that they loved. Kamal Oz, bro. Kamal, you my guy, man. You be asking me to talk about some BS. That right there is some BS. Chris Lovejoy is what you doing clout chasing, man. Chris Lovejoy, dude, that man will die in that ring. Chris Lovejoy is not the level of fighter that should be in the ring with Deontay Wilder. He's a heavyweight Tommy Fury. Chris Lovejoy Chris Lovejoy is just, and I think he's a nice guy and all of that. Come on, man. Chris Lovejoy is going to get hurt up in there, man. He's going to get hurt. He's too slow. He's too pondering. His chi's going to get knocked out. He's never been anywhere remotely near that level. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I think the whole conversation is ridiculous. Like, I'm honestly, man, it's insulting. It's insulting to talk about Deontay Wilder and Chris Lovejoy in the same breath. I'm thinking people are going to talk to me about I'm thinking people are going to talk to me about Alexander Usyk fighting Deontay Wilder. Hey, Tank showed up yesterday looking like a supervillain. Hey man, he came out there looking like something. Much love in that super chat, bro. He looked like he looked like he was dressed. He looked like he was dressed to go play golf. And he lost his windbreaker and put on, I don't know who in his family's jacket that was, but it is what it is, man. He had that hodgepodge going on, man. TBE is TBE in the building. Thank you, brother. He said, good morning to all the great people in the chat. Oh, for sure. What's going on so deep? You know what it is. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my guy. And hey, man, give me 2 more people. We got 5 people to 5. Look, man, we got 200. We got 5 more subscribers. 5 more subscribers. Just 5 to get my brothers over 200. Just to get them up. I ain't gonna say I'm never gonna ask again because I am. I'm looking for all house folk that like that music. But it doesn't matter. Just give them a shot. If you're over 30, if you're over 40 years old, for sure. For sure. If you're over 40, for sure. Click that. Or from Chicago. Click that link. Get that man to subscribe. Get that man to those guys subscription. I'm telling you, man. Go ahead and hook them up. Get them over. Go get them over 200, man. Make that number look shiny at the top of their deal. H-Town, let me make sure I didn't go too quick on something. Yeah, Marvin Pritchard. Yeah, he looked like a super villain. That villain. Yeah, no doubt. And my guy, H-Town 713 in the building says, salute Fanon, John Bowie, undercard boxing, keys to the game, rest of the brothers and sisters already. And Lone Star Steph, who I never see anymore. But I got to give a shout out to Lone Star Steph because I always see him over there at BFTB, but I never see him over here anymore. Maybe, I don't know, his morning shift changed or something. Hold on one second. Yes, sir. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So let's ride down. Okay, cool. Gotcha. All right. So let's get to this. Okay, so yeah. Leonard Hampton in the building. No rematch in the contract. No rematch in what contract? You're talking about the contract with Tank and Ryan? There's a rematch for Gervonta Davis, as it should be. He's the champion. Well, yeah, I guess he still keeps his belt, but he's the man. Done for now. He has over 200 subs now. Oh, that's up. Thank you, brother. Yeah, just wanted to get them dudes. I like that 200. Okay. Now that 200 looking shiny. That's what's up. Link for the music is right here, but it is most definitely house music, bro. For now, I told him yesterday that he does ask about him, and he says he'll pop in. What? I told him yesterday that he does ask about him. Who you talk? Oh, no evidence. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, and he says he'll pop in. Hey man, if you don't feel, you ain't gotta pop in if you don't want to pop in. I just want to say what's up to my man. I like him. But anyway, let's get on to this, man, because he be out there killing Terence Crawford. And on the joke, no joke, man. I'm tired of everybody thinking I hate on Terence Crawford no matter what I say. Man, you guys need to get out of my backside. God, dog. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into this, man. I'll check that link out. I'm telling you that you can listen to a bunch of, man, they really go, but it's old school house music for sure. Big time Chicago feel, but thank you for checking it out. That's all you got. Just check it out and keep that subscription up there, man. Encourage other people to check them out. I like what Tank is doing with the Ryan fight, but that Haney fight won't be easy to make, in my opinion. Look, man, that dude, if Gervonta Davis wins this fight, it just puts, look, let me get to my point. I want to get back onto this because they put Terence and Errol in a bad Errol and Terence in a bad position. Because now a reason I'm going to be really clear. The reason why I say they put Errol and Terence, like both of them in a bad position, is because they're not able to make the fight. And it takes two people to fight. And if one person won't fight, the other one can't fight. So it doesn't matter who. It really doesn't matter who I know he's a channel member. I know he's busy. I just wanted to shout out in case he watched it, on the replay. But anyway, because both people, neither one of them can have the fight. But I most definitely will tell you that Errol Spence Jr. has other opportunities. Man, what Ryan Garcia said, dude, man, Terence Crawford was, God dog, man. What else can you say but God dog, man? God dog, man. Like, you got this dude who really, I'm not going to say he can't win, but he's a definitive underdog. He is a distinct underdog. And he most definitely has his advantages. But he also I just watched that Luke Campbell fight. He better be better than that. He better be better than Luke Campbell. Because all Luke Campbell was just reacting. All he was doing is counterpunching. And he let Ryan Garcia take the lead the entire time. I didn't see Luke Campbell ever take the lead. It was all slipping and counter. It's all slipping and trying to take advantage of what it was that Ryan was doing. And I'm telling you, he didn't just hit Ryan Garcia one time with that left hook to the grill and rock him. He rocked Ryan Garcia about 3 times. The one time he got dropped. The other times he got his head shook and he most definitely took a step back. Nah, the rehydration clause, let me tell you I'll tell you my opinion on the rehydration clause. First of all, Ryan Garcia should be fighting in 135, not 136. If Ryan Garcia, it's sucker on both sides then. One is you coming in at a whole pound over the weight against a guy that's much smaller than you. 146 is literally the IBF rule. It's the IBF rule. It's the same thing that every IBF champion has to do. The only thing that they're doing is that they're doing it for the WB. They're doing it for the WBA. But it is what it is. I think it goes both ways. Coming in at 136 is, he could say 130. He could say he's having it at 134. That's my take on it. It's both. Hey, Kamal I said Bud Crawford versus Jimmy JJ Dynamite Walker next. It doesn't matter. See, I mean, it goes both ways. I'm not, dude. It goes both ways. And Ryan Garcia usually comes in at 148, is what he said. So he gives 2 pounds up. He usually fights at 148. So he's really giving 2 pounds up that way. And Gervonta's giving 1 pound up this way. I don't really think it's that big a deal. You know what I mean? I don't think it's that big a deal. But at the same time, it is what it is, man. If you think it's sucker, I mean, I can see why you would think that. I don't ever really trip on all that, too much of that. You know what I mean? I know that Oscar De La Hoya used to do that a lot. You know what I mean? Rehydration clauses. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, I don't like rehydration clauses. But at the same time, let's talk about what it is. Gervonta Davis gave up 1 pound at the weigh-in, and Ryan Garcia is giving 2 pounds up. Is giving 2 pounds up at the 2 pounds up at the in as far as his in the ring weight. The dude only weighs 148. It's not like the practical effect of it is, but you know, the practical effect of it is that it's really not that. And how about this? Stop crying. You accepted it. You said you did everything. Stop crying. If you're going to if you did it, you did it. Don't make an excuse about it. But I do understand, bro. He fought Barrios at 140 with no rehydration clause. Dude, he fought him at one. So what? So what if he fought Mario Barrios at 140? So what? What's that got to do with Ryan Garcia? He fought for that guy's belt. Does Ryan Garcia got a belt at 140? No. He's not Brian Garcia. He's not Mario Barrios. Whatever, man. It don't make a difference to me. Whatever. I know that you get what you negotiate. I mean, look, dude, it is what it is. He fought Mario Barrios. He let Mario Barrios weigh 140. How do you know, by the way, how do you know he didn't have a rehydration clause? Mario? Hey, by the way, how do you know that? Fahim, how do you know there was no rehydration clause for that fight? Do you know that? I mean, for real, do you know that there's no rehydration clause for that fight? I don't know that there's not. I just don't know that there is. That's a distinction, homie. But whatever. If you think it's whack to you. To me, it's like Ryan Garcia is at 136. Gervonta doesn't have to move up to 140 to fight Ryan Garcia. For what? You know what I'm saying? Like, for what? The guy took the fight. He didn't have to take that fight. They both took the fight. Ryan Garcia is a dangerous fighter. Ryan Garcia is at 135 a fight ago. He'll be all right. Anyway. Exactly one. Hey, and I'm not going to keep going on that. Hey, we want great fights. Then we get it and find reasons to whine about it. I mean, like, it's no big to me. It's whatever, man. So what? Like, not so what, but I understand. Let me put it this way. I understand but Ryan Garcia shouldn't complain about it because Ryan Garcia accepted it. If you said I took all of this stuff, that's that. If you accepted it, you accepted it. What you complaining about? You said you accepted. So what you talking about? Why are you talking about it? Now, if we find out about it and I talk about it, okay, cool. But whatever. Honestly, whatever. To me, look like Gervonta Davis is giving up 16 pounds because he's a 130-pounder. God dog, the man little as a mug. Didn't Canelo have a rehydration clause? I do not know. I don't know. I've heard that he did, but I didn't. Some idiot came to my channel talking about how you was complaining about Canelo Alvarez' rehydration clause with Bivol. No, I did not. No, I do not. I know, man, whatever. A rehydration clause, good. I wish they had same-day weigh-ins. You got me twisted. I wish they had same-day weigh-ins. Let alone screw a rehydration clause, same-day weigh-in. These guys are literally fighting. Man, that dude is fighting at welterweight. If you have a same-day weigh-in, he'd have to weigh 136 the same day. What? I mean, and that dude is a legitimate 130, 135 pounder. If this was 1977, he'd have to weigh 136 the morning of the fight. So you expect me to get upset about the fact that this dude got to weigh 146 he got to weigh 146 for a 135-pound fight? Man, I ain't tripping on that. I've been saying same day weigh-in. I'm not even tripping on a rehydration clause because I would say same day weigh-in. You don't have this, how you don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about rehydration clauses? Have same day weigh-ins. So big old dudes like certain people can't be fighting guys that look at them like, dang, you're a heavyweight. Dang, you're a heavyweight. Weigh in 135 the morning of the fight. How are you going to cry about weighing 146 the morning of the fight? How are you going to cry about weighing 146 the morning of the fight for a 135-pound fight? That was why was that part changed from the older days? For television. For television. Because I think it was Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, his opponent, missed weight. Since his opponent missed weight, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad wouldn't fight him. So the network who had been promoting the fight and all that didn't get a fight. So they're like, hold on, man. We're going to need a day for replacements. We got to give these dudes extra time to make weight and all of that stuff. It's over, like most things in boxing, over money. It's over money. And betting, right? So they don't blow the fight. People don't blow their money. But I'm not going to say, where you at, Fahim? You know I'm right. You know I'm right. It's a 135-pound fight, and Ryan's crying about weighing 146. The morning of a 135-pound fight. That's why I never really complained about it for Canelo. A guy's weighing 170. It's a 175-pound fight, and the guy can only weigh in at 190. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Think about it. It's a 175-pound fight, and he's saying, look, man, you can't weigh more than 190 the morning of the fight. You know what I mean? I don't see a problem with that. In fact, that's what I like about the IBF. Can you elaborate, brother, so they are doing same-day weigh-in? Yes. What a rehydration clause is, in effect, is giving you a same-day weigh-in and not allowing you to be over a certain amount the same day that you fight. It's a same-day weigh-in with a 10-pound swing. With a 10-pound swing. That's it. I mean, and watch this. People actually even mixing up this catch weight. Dude, Ryan has the catch weight. Ryan has the catch weight. So I don't even understand why Ryan's complaining about a catch weight. You got the catch weight, or why people are acting like Ryan has a problem with the catch weight. It's a catch weight. It's Ryan's catch weight. Ryan's allowed. Tank agreed to the catch weight. I got to fight at 136. I can't fight at 135. And Tank says, okay, but you can't rehydrate past 146. We need a same-day weigh-in too. That seems like tit for tat. That seems like tit for tat. I have no idea why you got timed out. I didn't see you get timed out. That was a long time ago too. Asante L, why did you time him out? What, we want great fights, then we get it. Oh, because you guys are whining about it. Yeah, he wasn't wrong. Cass is whining, but you're insulting people. That's why we whine about it. It's kind of insulting people. That's probably why I pulled the trigger on you. But please, I think that I did. Yeah, you did. Asante L, you clipped him. It says Asante L clipped him. Yes, sir. You clipped him. Let me go back and see. Make sure it was you that clipped him. Pretty sure it was you that clipped him. Because I wouldn't have pulled your name out of the wool. But I do mess up reading sometimes. Yeah, I don't know where that is, man. I don't know where that is. My guy Ray Davis in the building. What's going on? He said, "Hey, Funny Floyd name was still part of the promotions. That was probably Oscar's real reason why he delayed the fight. Jealousy and is a mother thing." Hey, bro, look, man, I was happy to see Leonard Ellerbe there. Dog, I wish I could grow a beard like Leonard Ellerbe. God, dog, like, man, his stuff is smooth because I got that nappy going on. That's why I got to get rid of mine. Otherwise, man, I like that beard. And his is completely white. I still got gray, like, in my mustache. I mean, I still got not gray. I still got a lot of brown in my beard. It didn't go completely white. So, like I've been salt and pepper forever. It's just got more salt than pepper. But shoot, if I had that pure white, oh, man, I would be rocking that pure white. Anyway, man, I like that beard on dude. That was sweet. My bad. I just got excited about the fight. No worries, Will. Don't worry about it. And I don't think he meant to clip you either. You got him, Asante. I thought it was a justified homicide. Keep up. Just keep him honest. Not to get too deep. Hey, no worries, man. I thought he was Ron. Yeah. It didn't look like Ron Isley in the middle. Hey, Will Wright said, "You missed my super chat, sir, Fanon and Kamal Oz. My bad. Let me slide back because brothers, it's appreciated." So, look, man, we can get on that, man. I don't mind talking about that. I like that. Timmy Chips in the building said, "What up, Fanon and Kamal Oz and all the chat." Much love in that super chat, bro. Look, man, that dude, Will Wright in the building, said, "Hey, a little Mo blue crayon for you on Thursday, Fanon." Thank you, brother. Thank you, bro. I don't know how I missed that, man. And my guy, Kamal Oz. Oh, I got Kamal Oz. He said, Bud Crawford versus Jimmy JJ Dynamite Walker up next. Yes, I had. Look, man, dude, seriously, y'all Bud fans, God dog, y'all. God dog, man. God dog. It's still some sucker-ish. Nah, you know what it is. I check Super. Yes, I do. You don't care? Yes, I do. Check Cash Apps, but I appreciate you, brother. It's right here, man. I gotta keep it plugged up, though. Seriously, no joke. I just don't get my notifications. But it's up there. Oh, yes, sir. I got a $5 holler. Hold on, or $7 holler, a $5 and a $2 holler. Hold on 1 second, man. It's coming up slowly. My bad. Yes, sir. Incel number. Oh, that's yesterday, bro. Incel, much love, man. Incel is such a big supporter, bro. Shout out to my favorite one of my favorite Terence Crawford fans. Incel in the building, brother. Thank you for that support, man. Why he look like Ryan Isley? Because he embraced the gray, dog. Shalom, King, and blessings. Thank you, brother. Much love for that in that cash app, brother. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you very, very much, man. If I got my mind right, I would prefer that scenario. Thank you, man. And Sosa back in the building. My man, Upper Echelon, back in the building. Said Cash App Thursday. Thank you, brother. Big $2 holler. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. I do appreciate blues in the Cash App, though. If you wanted somebody to ask me my preference, without a doubt, it's twos in the Cash App. I would much, much, much prefer that, if you would not mind. Twos in the Cash App. That works. That is the only thing that if you really ask me a preference, it's twos in the cash. Because twos in the Cash Apps, I'm going to see. Though, man, YouTube don't like $2 super chats for some reason. Really, really don't, man. But I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate it any way it goes, bro. Thank you, man. And I'm going to keep it. I'll keep the phone on me, bro. I'll keep it right on me, man. Thank you. And thank you to anybody that supports the channel any way you cut it. But let's get back into this. Okay, so as usual, Fahim Sator takes me into a conversation I ain't interested in. You know, takes me into a conversation I'm not interested in. Because honestly, the way I'm an old school boxing fan, I picked up boxing at the days of same day weigh-ins. If you have a 2 pound, if you have a catch weight in your advantage, and the other guy asks for a same day weigh-in, and sets a limit for the same day weigh-in. I don't see a problem with that at all. Much love for the $2 holler in the Cash App. Thank you, brother. My guy, I'm not going to say your name, but Mr. Martin, always a sign of an intelligent man whose name is Martin, first or last. Thank you, Mr. Martin. Thank you, man. Shout out to you, brother. Let me give you that gong for that Cash App. Put it in. Oh, and Aisha, huge in the Cash App. Thank you, sister. And you know what? It's wild. They just don't even say nothing. They just support. Thank you, brother. That's what I'm here for. Fahim be changing the subject like a mug. But I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, no, Leonard Ellerby looks smooth, man. Leonard Ellerby looks smooth, man. Looks smooth in that. And my guy, yeah, say, be easy in the building. Dropping another 2. Thank you, brother, for that support in the Cash App, bro. Thank you, man. Big time to my guy. Be easy in the building. Thank you, brother. And Kamal Oz says, a Bud versus Mr. Hanging with Mr. Cooper Curry is next. Man, if that's who Rocha is, you know what I mean? If that's who Rocha is. Zion in the building. What's going on? Salute to you, brother. Zion Lion 1 in the building. Salute to you, brother. So look, man, I don't really care about it. And I mean it because it's really just a balancing thing. Ryan Garcia doesn't want to get down to 135. He doesn't want to lose an extra pound, right? Doesn't want to lose an extra pound. So since you don't want to lose an extra pound, no worries. We're going to have a same-day weigh-in according to the IBF rules. Okay? I don't have a problem with that. What's the big deal? Seems like quid pro quo to me. A Cool Ass said Ryan seemed scared. I don't know, man. I just think he seemed, I'm going to tell you who looks scared. Bernard Hopkins looks scared. That's who looks scared to me. Bernard, ain't no joke, Bernard Hopkins. And my guy back in there, YouTube, can't cut this off. Much love in that Cash App, brother. Yes, sir. Honestly, no, the channel gets the full 2. And it gets the full 2. So can't cut that off. No, it cannot. Fanon, you really ain't got to convince me we get in the fight. No worries. I like the conversation. And Ray Davis in that $2 holler in that Cash App. Thank you, brother. Said a sending support to John Bowie and the Bowie, John Bowie, the boy, wishing well. Yes, sir. Much love in that super chat. Yes, sir. And he's having a hard time getting back to his house because of concussion protocols. He can't get on a plane. So that's rough on John Bowie, man. It's rough on John Bowie right now. Tank is going to put Ryan to sleep by the 10th round. Tank is, look, we'll see. All right, you getting timed out, right? We're not trying to listen to silliness, man. Shush. Kamal Oz in the building said, breaking Tone, Wild Thing, Loke versus Bud is on tap. Oh, you killing Bud, bro. Much love in that Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for your support, man. Man, Kamal Oz be killing Bud. Bernard was a little shaky and cool and clean. Nah, he looked like he was worried. Look, he was staring down. Reason why I said Bernard looks nervous is because Bernard was staring down Gervonta, like mean mugging Gervonta. Like he was like you put your hands on my boy, we about to go. Bernard Hopkins looked like a protective daddy. Like man, you touch this dude, I'm about to fight you. Like it started looking like that, man. No joke. It started looking like that. He looked like he was really worried that Gervonta was going to slap him. Fanon timed you out, Joe, but I took out the trash sucker. Yeah, don't block him, though. Bud is now infamous, dude. But look, let me tell you something, man. I feel sorry for Errol having to deal with him. I mean that, dog. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care. Dude, that is ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculously bad luck. To have to, for your biggest fight, you can make the biggest fight in boxing. And I don't care what they say. That's bigger. I know in my heart that Errol Spence and Terence Crawford is a bigger fight than Gervonta and Ryan. They can say it's the biggest fight in boxing. That's not the feel I got yesterday. That's not the feeling I got. I got a feeling that it was big. But, dog, that ain't nothing like seeing Errol and Terence Crawford walk across that stage and stare face to face at each other and start jumping in each other's chest and all of that. That's not the same thing. That's a bigger fight, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, you know them things when you get the goosebumps? Like, woo, it's about to go down. No, you don't get that. That's not Floyd and Manny, bro, staring at each other. No, it's bad luck that he has to try to do that with Terence Crawford. It's bad luck that he has to be dealing with Terence Crawford. Hey, Ray Davis said, Fanon just said Bud ducked up boxing. He did. He ducked it up. That's you saying he ducked it up, but he did. Like, dude, man, I'm sorry, man. Dog, that's such a blemish. That's such a blemish. And to go, I'm my own boss, and they offered me all of this stuff and not to accept it, and he accepted it. And now, man, I'm going to be over there talking about fighting Rocha and signing with Golden Boy to get the Rocha fight and the Virgil Ortiz fight. And, dog, I'm telling you, man, every time it does not matter the video that I do with this is how bad it is for Bud. It does not matter what the title of my video is. Bud fans are going to complain about it. Doesn't matter. As Bud's name is in the title, they're going to come a-crying. You did a Bud video. I'm going to talk about this idiot for a second. Boy, you an idiot. These guys go through my videos like, look, see how much he's hating on him? He did this video about him, this video about him. Oh, this video about... I cover the welterweights, you clown. I will tell anybody in a second. You do not see a lot of flyweight videos out of me. I don't really cover the flyweights. I was doing a bunch of welterweight videos well before Bud and Errol, before Bud got to welterweight. Those are the weight cover. Those are the weight divisions I cover. And you know why that is? Because I used to want to do, like, every day I think I need to take this international for non-international boxing. I need to take that international out. Because when I named it for non-international boxing, it's because I would be like, oh, I'm going to do videos about the flyweights. I would do videos about Mark Magsayo. I would do videos about Chocolatito. I would do videos about, I was doing video about Sor Roivasai and what's my guy's name, man? I would do videos about all those guys because I do enjoy it. But I was like, you know what? I can't stand their fans. I couldn't stand their fans because every time you do a video about them, they cry or they call you the N-word. I was like, I'm out of this. So I started focusing on Black Americans and Mexicans in those weight classes. But I'm going to show you something just to tell you how much of a crybaby these Terence Crawford fans are. They're not even Terence Crawford fans. I think they're his cousins because I don't think he got fans. I think at this point in time, he's isolated so many of y'all that the real ones just stay quiet and hope for the best. Ray Davis said, Bud did boxing worse than Sugar Ray did Hagler in the press conference. No worry, no doubt about it. Much love in the super chat. Now watch me. I'm going to show you the video. I'm going to show you EJ with the huge 5-0 in the chat. Thank you, EJ. Much love in that super chat. EJ come with the bucks today, bro. Much love, EJ. Thank you so much, brother. Greatly appreciate you, bro. Greatly appreciate you. EJ, big super chat. Yeah, that's big, man. Thank you for the red, man, or the burgundy. Thank you for that burgundy, brother. The rare burgundy. The rare burgundy, dog. Woo-wee. And Kamal Oz in the building said, Bud's next fight, Rocha, Ernie Hudson, and Todd Bridges. Man, I wouldn't. Man, he'll fight Rocha. Yo, wow. Hey, man. Hey, EJ, thank you, brother, for that support, bro. It means a lot. Thank you. But watch this. I want to show y'all something, okay? I want to show you something. just to prove to you how big of crybabies these dudes are. Crybaby moment. Watch this. Watch this. All right. These are my videos, right? I want to show you two videos. This video that I did last night and this video right here. Now, I'm not going to watch the video, but I'm going to read the titles to you. Look at this title right here. New details. Terence Crawford didn't want Jaron Ennis fight, says Bozy Ennis. Now, did Bozy Ennis say this? Absolutely, yes, he did. BLK Prime walked away. Is this true? Yes, it is. And why did they walk away? They walked away because Showtime made them an offer to take the fight that did not work for them financially. So they walked away. And that's a question mark, right? Every word of this is true. Now, does this sound like I'm hating on Terence Crawford? Well, Terence Crawford didn't want the fight. Why do you say that, Fanon? I didn't say it, dummy. Bozy Ennis did, which is a fact. That's not hating on him. BLK Prime walked away. Who said this? Tay Jones said this. Tay Jones explained that Showtime offered BLK Prime the fight, but BLK Prime had to give Showtime all the money. All of which is explained in this video. Not an untrue word in here. Now, notice I say no new details. Now, new details. Now, let's watch this other video. But you know, Bud fans called me a hater. Not fans, Bud's family called me a hater. But I'm so sick of it that I got to show this to you. Now, watch this. I did another video. One in which you can see why my beard is not as sweet as your boy's. Uh-oh. Nope, that's the wrong one. Excuse me. Let me go back. Because that's not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for this one. It says, and see, my beard is not as sweet as Leonard Ellerby's. God dog, I wish it would go all the way gray. Bad news. Terence Crawford offer rejected by Jaron Ennis on BLK Prime. Showtime tells Crawford no way. Now, at the time, was this what was reported? Yes. Yes. Terence, now, does this sound, Terence Crawford offered by Jaron Ennis, offer rejected by Jaron Ennis on BLK Prime. This is the exact opposite of when they said I was hating, which was Terence Crawford doesn't want it, says Jaron Ennis, says Bozy Ennis. It's literally the opposite. And I say bad news. Showtime tells Crawford no way, with a question mark. If I'm hating in one instance, I should be this, and you should be thinking that I'm pro Terence Crawford here, right? Right? But do you ever hear them say that? No, not never. You guys are bots. You're bots is what you are. You're bots. They complain about everything, which tells me you don't have any fans. You all just got a bunch of people coming over here mad about everything. You're just mad about everything. No matter whether I speak good about you or I speak poorly about you. And doesn't matter. Yeah, it's his cousins or something. Y'all complain, and they've done it for years. Bud Crawford's camp is the only person that you can put a positive video out about, and they still hate you. They'll still be mad. Man, why you hating on him? I just said that Jaron Ennis I just reported that Gervonta has turned the fight down because that's what they said. And Showtime tells BLK Prime no. Oh, you hating. Then I say the opposite. Oh, you hating. No, you niggas is illiterate. It's what you are. Okay? And I'm trying to tell you, dude, you guys I don't believe there are any Bud fans. I don't believe it. But anyway, Bud and Boots is next, but not Boots you think, the one in his closet next to the goldfish. Much love in that super chat, bro. Oh my God, apparently so. But I just needed to do that for a second to get that off my chest, bro. I need to get that off my chest. I swear, you dudes do not listen. And when Errol Spence, I'm going to tell you though, look, I had a real. Like when Bud said that stuff about me, I had to stop for a second. I said, you know what? I should ask him if he's ever listened to a video I've done. I guarantee you he's never listened to the video. I guarantee y'all ain't never, ever even listened. I ain't never said a bad word about the dude, except for he ducked, which he did. And that ain't under my control. You ducked. Anyway, you can tell they don't watch the videos. They don't watch it at all. They just start talking. They're bots. I could praise the dude. I'm telling you, I could praise him for 15 straight minutes. Oh, you hating? Why you hating? Oh, here comes another Bud video. And that idiot idiot. Let me tell you, bro, I don't care about your one-liners. He said, I was pissed for you. Man, dude, it's like, my God, man. Well, you dudes do not listen, you illiterate bastards. First of all, you don't read because it's a question mark. Man, I can be like, man, he did what? No joke. I literally can compliment this man for a whole video. You never say anything about it. And I guarantee you guys don't listen to my videos because I've never said a bad word about the guy. Not one time. But you cry all the time. Every video I do, oh, why are you talking about Bud? And then you got this moron on this moronic channel. Dude, I don't care how funny you think you are, you clown. You counting videos you didn't listen to. Look at all these videos that he did. He's hating. Play the video, you moron. Play it. Play it. Listen to the video. Play it. That's why you dudes couldn't get, that's why your grades were bad. Because you didn't read it. Oh, I did my homework. You did? Really? You did your homework? What's the story about? What do you mean? What's the story? Yeah. Tell me what happened in the book. Right. You read the cover, right? You read the cover, didn't you? You read the cover and you guessed. You're not trying to be funny, but it's a little very funny. Dude, I'm just telling y'all this to me. Dude, seriously. Y'all are illiterate, number one, because there's a question mark there. It is not my responsibility to teach you to read. You got to go learn how to read. It's a question mark, you idiot. Oh, man, that's clickbait. No, it's not. It's a question mark, you clown. Like, my goodness gracious. I'm telling you, I'm going to say that forever. And I refuse to change how I write titles because you can't read. Or won't read. And don't tell me you can read because you can't. You guys' reading comprehension is literally on the 6th grade level. And ask yourself, when did I learn how to read, and have I tried to get any better at it since? If you want to know what your reading level is, ask yourself when the last time it was that you tried to get better at it. My guy, Stone said, good morning, Fanon, in the chat. I'm sorry, Fanon, but if you're in Dallas area, check out Fox 4 Track Down. That's my son's girlfriend that got, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. Man, let me say, man, let's get it. I don't know her name, and you don't have to tell me her name, but we're going to take a 10 count. Rest in peace. And I'm so sorry. And I'm so sorry for your loss, your son's loss, their family's loss. My condolences, my deepest condolences. He about to body slam everybody today. No, I'm serious. I'm tired of you illiterate. I'm tired of y'all. I'm going to tell you what you are. You're functional illiterates. When is the last time you tried to get better at reading? When is the last time you read a book? How many books have you read in your entire life? Man, I'm so sorry for your loss, Stone Alone. They were comprehension. Their reading comprehension sucks. It's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, bro. I was taking it very hard. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Bro, I'm sorry for your loss, man. I'm sorry you and your family have to go through that. Man, I'm sorry that your family has to go through that, man. Anyway, I need to make a smooth transition, brother. My condolences. Moving back into the conversation, man. To get everybody's mind on something a little more happy. But with her still in our prayers and in our man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Hold on one second. Just check some. Okay. Oh, yes, sir. Mr. Ray Davis in that Cash App, brother. Thank you so much, man. $5 holler for a small support for Stone Alone. Yes, sir, brother, man. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. The Cash App for support. Thank you, Ray Davis. Thank you, brother. Livingstone Sabata in the building said, hey, bro, thanks for the show. By the way, tomorrow a.m., starring in my first movie, The Duck. Yeah. Much love, man. Don't be no duck. Much love, brother. Thank you so much, man. Fanon, what do you think about Tank's boots and purse? Why are people so concerned? I saw it, and I don't know, man. I don't know what them dudes doing with them purses. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know what them dudes is doing with them purses. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't know what half y'all doing with what y'all wear. No, I mean this too. Thank you, brother. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't carry no purse. It's definitely looked like a purse, but that ain't the first purse he carried. I don't know, man. Y'all do a lot of stuff, man. But them NBA players, bro, god dog. The earrings was something, man. I wouldn't, dude. Look, man. Hey, dude, you guys are you Prince fans? Let me tell you what I will say about all of that stuff. First of all, I would never wear it, and it's definitely effeminate. However, dude, Prince Rogers Nelson, none of these dudes was doing what that dude was doing. Okay? So, and trust me, that dude was getting more than you could shake a stick at. So it is what it is, bro. I mean, people have always been doing that stuff, bro. Anyway, let's get back on the boxing, man. Please don't ask me about that stuff. Like for real. Like honestly, man, let's I don't really do that with anybody, bro. I'll go all day and talk about that, man. You know what I mean? I'll talk about that, man. Those are diamond earrings, bro. And he had a chandelier on his neck. All y'all wearing all that jewelry look feminine to me. All of y'all wearing all them chains and all them bracelets and all those rings. Jeez. Hey, it's my baby. Hold on one second. All right, that was my daughter. Sorry about that. Anyway, man, man, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, bro. I don't want to get into all of that stuff. I just don't. Because I could talk all day about it, but at the end of the day, you know, it's not boxing, it's what they're wearing. All y'all look crazy to me, honestly, with all that jewelry. Like bracelets and diamond bracelets, and man, diamonds are a girl's best friend. When did dudes get all amped up on diamonds? Diamonds are a girl's best friend. It's all feminine. Okay? Diamonds are feminine. Period. All of them. Men wear gold bands and watches. Women wear rubies and diamonds. Okay? Diamonds are a girl's best friend. And y'all all wear diamonds. They're all feminine. You're literally wearing necklaces like diamond necklaces are all feminine. Like, what do you want me to say? That's why I don't wear them. They all are feminine. Hey, Fanon, there are dudes wearing chokers. Fanon, I think you didn't like Slick. Oh, I know you didn't like Slick Rick. No, I mean, dude, it's just silly to me, bro. To me, it's silly. Slick Rick, all of that stuff is silly to me. It's like it's a minstrel show to me. But it's just me. That's just me. But let's move on, man. Let's get back to boxing. Seriously. That's diamond. That's true. Diamonds are a girl's best friend only. I'm telling you, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Don't you notice most pimps dress up looking like women? Have you ever noticed that? Look at the quintessential, like the pimp. He looks like a woman. He's dressed like a woman. Like, that's what he looks like. He looks like a woman. You know what I'm saying? So, like, dude, all of y'all wearing all that stuff look female to me. You wearing perms and conks, hair all down your back. You got braids. Look at John Morant. John Morant looks like a woman playing basketball. Man, cut your hair. I mean, what? Look at his hair. Look at John Morant's hair. Look how he has it up in a little bun, like in a little bun pulled back. Like, what? So all y'all look like that. Look at yourselves. No joke. You're trying to be pretty. Those are all pretty. Ooh, aren't diamonds pretty? They're pretty. Oh, look how pretty. Look how pretty his hair is. Look how pretty he is. Women are pretty. You know what I mean? You Negroes getting extensions put in your hair. Like literally extensions. And you got enough nerve to talking about somebody carrying a purse and you got extensions? You wearing skinny jeans? You wearing skinny jeans and purses? I mean, you talking about a purse, you wearing skinny jeans, you got your butt hanging out, you got your butt hanging out of pants, and you got hair going down your back, and you got double earrings in? You got double earrings in your ears. Both. Man, that's female. So stop. You dudes been going gender neutral for a while. Man, when I was a kid, if you had it in your wrong ear, you was in trouble. Like, hold on, man. What ear is that earring in? Then y'all went to 2. Then you went to loops. And stop. Then you will start wearing diamonds and rubies. And you acting like you pearls. Guys are wearing pearls. And stop. So that's why I'm saying leave me alone about all that stuff. Because honestly, man, I'm old. Like, dude, whatever, bro. I am not talking about boxing today, bro. I'm not talking about any more basketball. Okay? Look, sister, first of all, you can get up out of here. You using the word sus is suspect to me. Okay? Let me tell you something about the word sus. That sounds sweet. Man, you sus. Hey, get out of here, man. That's so sus. Man, get out of here, man. Talking about that, man. That man got kids, man, and a woman. Okay? That man got a kid and that man got a woman that look better than yours. That's what I know. You know what I'm saying? That's what I know. You so sus. Man, y'all so sus. Man, yeah, the purse is clearly feminine looking, man. It's a women's purse. It is. It's a purse. It is what it is, no doubt, bro. But I'm just telling all of y'all. Y'all don't be the pot calling the kettle black. Okay? Y'all spend more time at the hairdresser. Oh, how many? If I got to spend $100 on my haircut. Man, what? Man, will you shave your hair off and keep it pushing? Man, if my barber don't fade me right, man, all y'all, bro. All y'all prissy dudes, man. Half of y'all got arched eyebrows and acting like you ain't got arched eyebrows. Man, whatever, bro. You guys so sus. Man, whatever. Man, the pot calling the kettle black, bro. That's all I'm saying. And I ain't gonna lie, dude. With my son, man, I have to talk to him. Man, I don't like that chain. I don't like this. I don't like that. Whatever, bro. He'd be like, can I get some money? Where you going? I'm going out with where you going out? Who you going out with? I'm going out with my boys. No, you can't go. I'm going out to see these girls. Yes, get in there, go out. Here's $25. Go. You know what I'm saying? We say sus. I'm just telling you. You know, man, I don't want to get out of there. I can make anything sound soft if you say it the right way. You know what I'm saying? You can say anything. You can say it. You can say anything you want. All right? I don't care. You conking up your hair. Leave that. Hey, whatever is my point on all of that. Can we get back to boxing? You know what I mean? You got women weightlifting. You got men looking like Ja Morant. No joke, bro. Look like super soft to me. Say what you want. That dude can jump, but he running around with his braids swinging in the air. Man, what? You know what that stuff used to be? It used to look like dudes on the west side of Chicago that had them braids, but they would have them braids like coming forward, coming back, right? But it was clear. You got dudes wearing ponytails, man. These dudes got puffs. These dudes wearing puffs at the top of their hair. And you talking about purses? You wearing a puff. You got an afro puff. Joe Joyce got an afro puff. I rock rough and tough with my afro puff. Yeah, go on with your bad self. That man, exactly. That man wearing man buns. And you guys talking to what? Anyway, Frank Martin and Shakur, we need it. Yeah, we do. I ain't trying to hear none of that, man. Y'all better leave me alone with all of that. Talking about people looking suspect, bro. Y'all got all kind of black. Man, please. Black leather tight pants. Man. These dudes, these NBA players are rolling their pants so much. They are literally purposely showing you their business, rolling their pants up so tight, man. Like, nigga, I don't want to see your outline, man. Hey, Ray said, happy International Women's Day in the chat. Salute, bro. You know what it is. I ain't trying to be pretty at all. Okay. He said, I agree with his hair bouncing around. Man, will you cut your hair? Bouncing around, man. You know that ain't comfortable either. So you doing it to be pretty. Okay. That man had his hair dyed red. You guys are dyeing your hair yellow and pink and all kind of other stuff. For now, who you got between Isak Cruz and De Los Santos? I got De Los Santos. Anyway, unadulterated says, good morning, Martin. You got me rolling about Ja and that little dance they all do now. I mean, it's like, man, y'all better come on, man, with all that. What's going on, Matty Yole in the building, bro? Like, y'all better y'all just stop. You know what I mean? Who you got between Frank and Shakur? I don't know. I got to see more Frank. Better fight than people think it is, though. Better fight than people think it is. Big Ray said, hey, Fanon, do you think Ryan was a little quiet yesterday? I don't know, man. Ryan Garcia, dude. Man, look, dude. Oh. Hold on 1 second, bro. Hold on, man. Stop. Hold on, man. Nah, he didn't. I get that to him. He didn't do that. At least Ryan didn't arch his eyebrows. He out here looking like Elvis, doing an Elvis Presley impersonation, but at least he didn't arch his eyebrows, okay? Because he's definitely a candidate for arching his eyebrows, you know? Anyway, Aaron Muhammad in the building, thank you, brother, said, hey, Fanon, when you said sus, man, I swerved out my lane driving, man. Straight comedy. Men are not supposed to look delicious. Exactly, bro. You sus. What? Like, what? I'm what? Use the whole word, man. You look suspect. Much love in that super chat, bro. Hey, Fanon, you got to check out Big Ray's son, Another Beast. Will do. For sure. Man, much love to the Rise podcast, brother. And what's up, bro? Chat. Yes, sir, man. What's up in that super chat, bro? Matty, yo. Thank you, brother. What's good with you, sir? Good to see you. Hey, look, man. Punk rockers, I don't care, man. Punk rock, he's going for the skateboarder look, man. Okay, he's doing a skateboarder thing. Whatever. Look, do me a favor, man. Go slap him. Okay? Go slap him. And we'll see what's up. Okay? I ain't tripping. I know a lot of you dudes are straight up men without a doubt. No doubt about it. But y'all, you know, all y'all pushing gender norms, okay? All y'all pushing gender norms, okay? And let your girl shop for you. So stop it. Oh, that looks real cute on you, baby. Get this. Got your girl dressing you up like a doll, okay? Don't be telling me them girls ain't dressing y'all either. All right? Oh, baby, that looks good. Oh, I like that on you. Man, a chick playing Barbie doll with y'all. Your mama's, he got pretty hair. Put it in some ponytails. Man, I cut my son's hair off from the beginning. Vip. My son hated me. My son got that curly, that curly hair and all of that stuff. Man, I took some clippers of that man's head at birth. Yep. Nah, dog, you're not gonna they not putting no ponytails in this, okay? All right. You do not tell me that they ain't dressing y'all. I have a wife. I've had girlfriends. Man, they will look at you in a minute and tell you what you need to wear. So don't be acting like they ain't dressing you. Your mama started dressing you. Nah, I mean, I'm just saying my son is kind of pretty. He's not kind of pretty. He's very pretty. So, you had to try to eliminate. I had to get in his head, bro. I had to get in his head about all that being pretty stuff. Don't be, you know what I mean? Hey, no joke. So deep. So deep was one of them little pretty dudes. And his brothers. He and a dog so deep, y'all had to deal with that pretty stuff. So deep cut all his hair off. Hey, his brother was so pretty, man. His little brother was so pretty as a kid. Man. He said, stop at this instant. Man, so deep, bro. So deep in his little brothers, man, was so pretty, bro. Them girls was trying to put ponytails in their hair. Gotta say handsome. No. I know what I mean. No, I mean pretty. I'm handsome. I'm not pretty. Okay? There's a difference between handsome and pretty. Long eyelashes, all of that stuff, man. They say he just mad. He just what? He just mad because I dunked on him. You ain't never dunked on me now. Don't get that wrong now. Don't lie now. Don't get to lying, dog. You ain't never dunked on me now. Dunked around. You ain't even dunked around me, man. I didn't want to hurt you, bro. Anyway, it is now, dog. I was just mad because he was in the 1980s. Y'all pretty dudes was in style. I'm just messing with him, but he know what I'm talking about is true. He know what I'm saying is true. That man got a full head of hair and only grow it this long. Hey, so deep you need a ponytail, dog. Hey, so deep. You caught a tip on me? Man, I eliminated that from my memory, bro. I don't remember none of that, dog. Anyway, it is what it is, though. If you got me, you got me. You used to dunk for now? Yeah, I used to dunk. I mean, not like him, though. He's got real hops, though. I ain't gonna lie. I got Indian in my family. Yeah, Pakistani, dog. You got a lot of Indian in your family. Literally, bro, Pakistani. I ain't gonna tell me nothing but that, bro. You straight Pakistani. But anyway, it is. I got Indian in my family. Hey, yeah, you do. Anyway, back to boxing, bro. Bud and Snoop Dogg's. I just had to make fun of them dudes. Bud versus Snoop Dogg's character in Training Day. What was Snoop Dogg's in Training Day? I don't even remember that. Look, I ain't never been pretty. I've been handsome. Anyway, man, back to boxing and this Bud stuff. All right. Much love. Thank you for your support in the super chats. But we losing viewers because we talking that. But yes, absolutely. Not like him. I mean, no, he was stupid with it. No, so deep was really, really stupid with it. Nothing like him. I could dunk. 2-hand, 1-hand, maybe like a 180, things like that. Nothing too, 2-hand. I'll get a tip dunk at the height of my head. Nothing really stupid. You know what I mean? Just good enough. He did dumb things, like really, like got dog dumb things. Not like him though. No, I don't have a spring that he did. And plus, it is what it is. Yeah. The wheelchair Snoop. Oh yeah, with sucking, yeah, all of that, dog. Dude, my height, I'm 6'2", roughly 6'2". He's about 5'8". So deep's about 5'8", maybe 5. He says 5'9", but I really think he's about 5'8". So I'll steal an inch from him. Give him 5'8", something like that. About Spud White, a little taller than Spud Webb, with more hops than Spud Webb for sure. Anyway, man, let's get back on this boxing, bro. I don't know, Tank and Ryan had a press conference. It's official. It's going to be a great fight. Oh, you didn't? Yeah, it was yesterday. He took all day on that thing, man. But let's get back on the conversation, man. Thank you so much for the support in the super chat, bro. Yeah, I remember him now. Yeah, Boys in the Hood. Yeah, I remember Boys in the Hood. Yeah, and the kid. And he ultimately died in real life, too, I do believe. But yeah, man. Yeah, I remember that now that you bring that up. But look, let's get back to the boxing conversation, bro. He said, you steal? Yeah, I'm stealing this from him, man. It is what it is, man. You know, whatever. You know what it is. Petty jealousies, bro. Petty jealousy. Actually, I'm not jealous at all. I just give I give props where it's due. Always been that type of dude. I don't really get jealous. I'll give you props for what I'll give you props for what you have. Without a doubt, dude. I'm not the jealous type. Which is, I mean, if it's a girl or something, I'm in love with a girl. I'm not even going to be jealous of the dude. I'll miss the girl, but I'm not going to be jealous of the dude. You know what I mean? That's not me. So all y'all talk about, no, you jealous. Man, I ain't jealous of none of y'all. First of all, you don't know what I got. Okay? Believe it. You know what I'm saying? Believe it. You don't know what I got. You know what I'm saying? I got some gifts, baby. I got some gifts. Okay? Trust me, I'm not going to complain about your gifts when I know what my gifts are. Thank you very much. And I mean that deeply. You know what I'm saying? I mean that deeply. I've been very gifted by God. So it is what it is. You know, y'all gifted. I've been gifted. God is great. He said, very true indeed, Fanon. I'm just telling you, ain't nobody, I ain't jealous of nobody. None. Because dog, I have things that I'm happy that I got that other people don't have. You know what I mean? That other people wish they had their entire lives. I got stuff billionaires wish they had. They don't have it. So ha 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 ha. What? You know what I mean? Go away. I'm happy with myself. He said, yeah, I'm alive when I should have been gone. Yeah, man, stuff like that, man. You got something. Everybody got something. You just focus on what he gave you. You know what I mean? Just focus on what he gave you. You are so special, sir. Hey, I think you say real me C2. I'm just telling you. Bro, I can do things other people can't. I can do things and have things that a lot of people don't have and can't do. I'm not mad that my guy got more hops than me. Yeah, I would tell everybody in town, that dude got more hops than you too. You kidding me? You think I'm mad that my boy is a better looking dude than me? Even though Nevin isn't. His brother is, though. I'll be like, man, look at that little pretty dude. Dude, I used to bring girls by and buy his little brother and just be like an attraction. I used to be like, look, dude, I'm bored. I got a girl in the car. What I'm going to do? I'll be like, hey, man, my boy is prettier than you. No, ain't no pause to that, dude. What are you talking about? There ain't no pause to that. That is a straight up getting women technique. Man, please. I'll be like, no, my boy's prettier than you. Hey, come here, little man. He be coming. I'd be like, man, what you want? Man, them girls be like, and I'd be like, yeah, I told you. But dude, I would walk off and be my girl. That's still my girl. I just would do it as comedy because it doesn't affect me, man. Just like you can watch a boxer and be like, look, dude, my guy's going to whoop you. No joke. This dude around my neighborhood, I'm telling you, this cat was out of his dome. This dude is out of his dome. But I ain't betting on nobody beating up this dude, Johnny. Because Johnny wasn't right in the head. You know what I mean? Like, Johnny wasn't right in the head for real, for real. Wait, what? I'm just telling you, man. I used to play out as a kid. I would do it. Doesn't bother me. If you have a wealthy friend, you be like, look, dude, my dude got this car. That shit is nice. Look at this Ferrari. It is what it is. I'm confident in myself. Anyway, it is what it is. Fanon had a Camaro, didn't he? No, dude. I ain't never drive no raggedy Camaro. A Camaro? A Camaro? Man, you wouldn't see me in my heyday. You wouldn't see me dead in nobody's Camaro, bro. We pushed the Beamers and the Benzes. What are you talking about? Man, I didn't push no American cars. What? Please, the height of my arrogance, no. Please, I'm driving the big body Beamer. I ain't doing none of that stuff. Tripping. The lowest I'll go is like an Accord, like is a Honda. You know what it is. Anyway, he said, I'm out showing my girl another man's wealth. Nah, no, dude. Boxing OG, excuse me. I'm the dude with the money. You got it twisted, boxing out. I'm the dude with the money. And dudes used to do that with me. Dude, you tripping? You got a boy with some dough in a penthouse overlooking Lake Michigan and you ain't going to bring your girl by? You're nuts. You better come on by. What? Anyway, no, man, my brother was wealthy. Kidding me? My brother got stupid dough. Still got stupid dough. My dad had dough. Everybody around me had money. I'm straight, okay? I was always straight. I ain't never been broke. Not a day. Always had dough. Always. My wife said, "You're escalating. You need to calm down." But she know I ain't lying. No, bro. I'm just telling you the truth. No. If your boy got a yacht, what you supposed to do? You're supposed to go hang out with your boy on your boy's yacht. That's what you're supposed to do. You bring the girl to the yacht. You hang out with your boys on the yacht. That's what you're supposed to do. What? You think you're not going to do that? You're supposed to do that. Don't tell me, "Oh, no, man, I would never do that." You must not be friends with anybody that has that stuff. You're supposed to do that. Anyway, let's move on, bro. Past that. Exactly. I'm sorry, so deep. No, you pull up on the yacht. Come on, man. Let's go kick it. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do that. Anyway, back to the subject matter at hand, bro. I ain't never been jealous of none of y'all. Fanon, that's Tank. He not right in the head. That's why he don't let stuff get him off his game. Yeah, let's get back to boxing. My wife told me to calm down, so I'm going to calm down and get off all that ridiculous bragging. But anyway, you know what it is. You just talk your stuff. Ain't nobody tripping. You kidding me? Dude, you have fun in life, man. How you going to be jealous? The only reason why you wouldn't do that is if you're jealous. There's no need to be jealous, man. Everybody's got their thing. Everybody's got their thing. Everybody has something to offer. That's why you have crews. That's why you got family. That's why if you got a relative that's doing very, very well in their life, man, their relatives more than likely are going to have more options not to be in that problem in a bad situation. We're all family. That's how I always thought about it. We're all family. But anyway, you guys can think about the world some other way. If you think that's sus, then it's sus. But let's get back to this, bro. I'm sorry, man. I let that out too much. Oh, we talking cars. I'm pulling up in a Mazda. Look, dude, my car game was my brother's car game. I couldn't afford the cars. I ain't gonna lie. But no joke, the dude literally would have a Ferrari this week. The next week he's got a stretch Benz. If I'm looking for a car, I'd be like, "Yeah, take the Viper." Like, hey, man, can I drive the car? Yeah, drive the Viper. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I would just in around downtown Chicago in a Viper. Man, that stuff is fun, bro. Exactly, man. You know what I mean? He said BMW 520 exhaust in the middle, gold BBS, burgundy, and the sheep. Yeah, exactly. All that, man. It is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is, man. But look, dude, those are back in the day, man. It ain't like that no more. You know what I mean? We all living our regular lives, raising kids and doing all of that, man. For now, was a plug. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll tell you that in a minute. Yes, I was. But it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, man. We had a good time back in the day. I'm sure everybody else did too. However, that's just, since you getting me off the topic, I just wanted to bring that up to be like, dude, I'm not jealous of y'all. For what, man? I've literally had all the fun. God is good, man. God is great. There's no need for the jealous. There's no need to be jealous. For what? You know what I'm saying? Like, for what? Yeah, it's that some old good old days. We used to kick it in our 20s and our early 30s. Whatever, man. It's all good, man. It ain't no biggie, man. It was fun. It was fun. Got to give people jobs. Got to do all kind of good stuff. It was fun. But anyway, man, let's get back on the boxing, man. Somebody asked me a boxing question, man, so we can get back onto that, man. I'm always at risk of that when So Deep is in the building, man. You know what I mean? Always at risk of that, man. Always at risk of that. But no, I definitely did not have those type of hops he has. Better athlete for sure. Definitely a great athlete. I was not blessed like he was. Athletically, definitely not blessed like he was. Like, for no joke, that dude right there is a great athlete. Great athlete. I was a better basketball player, though. I say, just listen to the channel that doesn't understand the catch weight for Ryan to make weight. There's not a catch weight. The catch weight is the fact that he doesn't get to come in. The catch weight is for Ryan, bro. Kamal said, Fanon is a Giancarlo Esposito of YouTube. What does that mean, man? What does that mean? Much love in that super chat, bro. Am I watching the press conference today? No, more than likely not. So deep laughing. I'm just telling you, bro. I was a better player than you, dog. Don't act like I couldn't. Don't act. I could own that post. But anyway, nah. Nevin's I'm sorry. I didn't mean to use your name. Man, definitely a better athlete though. Definitely a better athlete though. Undisputed or multi-divisional champion. What accomplishment weighs the heaviest? I don't care. It's who fights the best fighter. It's who fights the best fighter. It's who beats the best fighter. Oh, very well versed. Oh, thank you, Kamal Oz. Thank you, bro. Look, man, it's who fights the best fighter. I'm done with all this belt stuff. It's who gives the fans what the fans want to see. And that's why I'm telling you that, dude, I think it's unfair for Errol Spence because he's getting bucketed in because of Terence Crawford. It's just, dude, Terence Crawford not taking that fight is dang near unforgivable. Dude, nobody care about how much money you're making, man. I mean, I'm serious. I don't care how much money he's making. I don't care what the percentage split was. I don't care about any of that stuff. Dude, if you said you took the fight, you took all their BS because you wanted to fight, you got to make the fight, man. And the fact of the matter is you are the B-side. It is what it is. You are the B-side. You are that. You are that. Take a fair deal. Take a fair deal and make the fight. Errol Spence Jr. has never acted for a second like he didn't want that fight. And there's nothing in Errol Spence Jr.'s actions or anything. See, that's what Bernard said yesterday about the belts. Yeah, I mean, dude, ain't nobody thinking about Devin Haney's belts, man. Hey, True Seal Fanon, talk that talk. When you getting your money, you had no reason not to smile, pour up, talk that talk, alpha male talk. Yes, sir. Actually, I hate saying this, but it's a Sigma male. Much love in that. It's a Sigma male. I don't have to run nobody. But believe you me, bro, I'm going to be good. I'm telling you, I'm going to be good. Somebody's going to be, everybody that I know is going to be better than you in something. Everybody that you know has got an advantage over you in some way, shape, or form. Some type of advantage, something that you wish you had, they'll have. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be money. It could be height. You know what I mean? It could be money. It could be height. It could be a personality. You know what I mean? It could be musical talent. It could be grades. It could be rest in peace to my guy Devin. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. It could be just your intellectual and musical talent. Man, I had a friend, man, rest in peace to this kid. Man, dude, this dude used to win all the talent shows all around town. And at lunch, he was I think he was 2 years younger than me in school. And when I went to school, for the couple of years that I went to school with him, I would be like, Devin. Not Devin Haney. The original Devin. Be like, Devin, play the piano for me, man. Will you play the piano for me, man? And I'm telling you, at that time, dude, he was sick of playing the piano. He was sick of it. You could tell he was sick of it. He'd be like, yeah, okay. Because he'd be like, okay, I'm working on learning this song, right? But he was a concert pianist. Man, this dude would light off on this piano like, God, dog, it would just send chills up my spine. Because of the way this dude would be I mean, I can't even man, dude, he's so nice on that piano. And I'm talking about like classical piano, Beethoven, Bach, that's the type of pianist he was. And it would just be so special just listening to him. But I can't be him, but I can appreciate him being him without feeling like, oh, I need to be able to do that too. That's y'all hating. That's y'all haters. That's jealousy. That's petty, insecure people. That's petty, insecure people in my book. You know what I mean? Petty, insecure people. Kyle Cheddar said, hey, can you put in order of likeness of upset Ryan Harrison, T.O., Plant, Fulton. Of an upset, Fulton number 1. Harrison number 1. No, Fulton number 1, Harrison number 2. Fulton number 1, Harrison number 2. Plant number 3. Ryan number 4, and T.O. number 5. The number 1 most likely is Fulton. It's Fulton. The number 2 most likely, I would say, is because I think Fulton is as good a fighter and he can outbox that dude. Number 2 is Tony Harrison. And the reason I put Tony Harrison behind Fulton is because he's got that chin issue. I've not seen a chin issue on your boy. But that's number 2. Number 3 is Plant beating Benavidez. Number 3 is Plant Benavidez. Number 4 is T.O. versus Josh Taylor, because I don't believe T.O. And number 5 is Ryan over Tank. Because I don't like the look in Ryan's eyes. And I know that he took this fight against everybody's better judgment. And when people are talking about how Ryan had to fight for this fight, he didn't have to fight Tank. Which is why I find Marcus Villegas being very not necessarily not being not being dishonest, but dude, seriously, I think he's showing us a bias there. Because when people say that Ryan is the reason this fight happened, that Ryan is the one that had to fight to get this, fought to get it. Yeah, because Ryan had to fight to get it. Because his team didn't want it. Joe Goosen didn't want that fight. Oscar De La Hoya didn't want that fight. And I don't think Bernard Hopkins wanted that fight. I don't think they thought he was ready for it. That he wouldn't take a tune-up because he didn't want to ruin the fight. So to me, the reason why it was a tough fight to get was because Ryan's team didn't believe in him. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't have a chance to win. He may win the fight. I'm not overlooking that. But that's what I think. I think that is the deal right there. JT in the building said, why do you think Bud not taking a fight? Because he's stubborn. And he's got a gigantic ego. Dude, that dude's ego is through the roof. No joke, bro. I don't think he likes the fact that he's the B-side. That's what I think. But again, it could be a bunch of reasons why he doesn't take it. That's a dangerous fight that he may lose. He may not want to lose. And he may have a big ego. And he doesn't have to take it. And people are telling him something to do. And he doesn't want to do what people are telling him to do. You see, he doesn't have a lot of respect for boxing fans the way he talks about boxing fans. And that's not me hating on him. That's me taking what he said out of his own mouth and judging it. The man said, you guys are a bunch. Why would I go out of my way to talk to fans that are already going to support me? He said that in response to criticism that he didn't talk to black YouTube channels. Why would I talk to people that are going to support me anyway? Dude, he didn't like you when you supported him. Dude, I'm telling you, I've been watching Terence Crawford for his entire career. I remember when he was with Top Rank, before the Julius Ndungo fight, when all the YouTube channels, before everybody tried to be superstars on YouTube. I'm a YouTube superstar. I'm the GOAT. All of that garbage. When it was just a bunch of boxing communities, really just talking boxing amongst boxing fans and using it as a way to really talk and build communities that they liked, not a way to catapult yourself to superstardom. People used to be like, he never talks to black YouTube channels. Deontay Wilder would talk to black YouTube channels. Keith Thurman would talk to black YouTube channels. right? Errol Spence would talk to black YouTube channels. There's a bunch of people that would go on YouTube if you asked them to talk to you, and they would talk to you. Everybody but Bud. So Bud had a bad reputation for that. And the buzz around him was people were calling him a Tom. People were calling, I never called it to him. I never called it. Because just because he doesn't talk to me doesn't mean he's a Tom. Just because he doesn't talk to me doesn't make him a coon. Just because he doesn't fight Errol Spence Jr. doesn't make him that. Man, that man may not, he just don't like you. You know what I'm saying? He don't like you. He don't want to do it. Whatever the reason. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean he got to hate black people. And by the way, the same people running around calling people coons for not supporting Bud were calling Bud a coon. Bud was a coon then, but he ain't one now, miraculously. Anyway, so Bud, I don't know what's going on in his head. All I know is I don't know for sure what's going on in his head. All I know is, dude, he don't care what fans think. Like I said, you can say, if you say positive things about him, he's going to say what he said before. You're going to support me anyway. Why would I talk to you? If you say something bad about him, he'll say, oh, okay, you're a hater. You're a hater. It doesn't matter with fans with Bud. He is not concerned about fans. Kind of like your guy, that's why I'm not going to support Raymond Ford. Not going to do it. He got all of that Bud attitude about him. No. Your ego, you are going to be that type of dude. So I'm going to nip the bud on that dude immediately. Once that dude was on Twitter talking about fans, I'll tell you when you fans are relevant. What? Who are you? Who are you? I guarantee you guys, man, I guarantee you broke. I guarantee you. I guarantee that dude ain't got no dough. But I guarantee you, the man ain't done nothing in his career yet. He got the potential, but he ain't done nothing to have that attitude. So Bud has had that attitude for a long time as well. Since the amateurs. Since he walked down the hallway with Sean Porter's dad, Kenny Porter want to talk to him. He balls up his fists and looked like he want to fight. Ever since Gary Russell Jr. walked up on him and said, what did you say? And punched him in the jaw for talking like that. That's just him. That's just him. I don't know what's going on with that dude. But whatever the case is, dude, Errol Spence and Terence Crawford is a bigger fight than from what I see, is a bigger fight than Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. And you cannot tell me it's not. You can't tell me it's not. Because of the feel that it had. And no, it does not have different fan bases. But those guys are both considered two of the three best fighters in the world. Everybody is going to watch that fight. Everybody. The only question is whether or not you're going to get them to pay for it, which Bud fans don't do. Hey, Kyle Shepard said, Tank struggled with Barrios' size a bit. I don't think Ryan's size and speed. You don't think Ryan's size and speed is more of a challenge? First of all, I don't think he's any bigger than Mario Barrios. And honestly, I don't think he struggled a lot with Mario Barrios. I just watched that. I watched that the day before yesterday. He beat up Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios had his moments, don't get me wrong. Mario Barrios put up a good fight. Just like Mario Barrios put up a good fight with Keith Thurman. I think people are underestimating Mario Barrios. I don't think Ryan Garcia can beat Mario Barrios. I will take Mario Barrios. If Mario Barrios and Ryan Garcia were fighting in April, I would take Mario Barrios. Also, I don't think Ryan Garcia is as big as y'all saying he is. I watched just last night. I watched the fight with him and Luke Campbell. Dude, he's not that much bigger than Luke Campbell. He's not that much bigger than Luke Campbell. I don't think he's big or as long as Mario Barrios is. But if he is, it's right about the same size. And We'll see. Mario Barrios can crack too. I don't know what Mario Barrios would be doing to people at 135 pounds. If he was fighting guys like Fortuna, he may knock out Fortuna too. And people said nobody's done Javier Fortuna like what's his name did, like Ryan Garcia did, but that's not true either. Because what's the guy's name that welterweight what's the welterweight's name that gave a good fight to Sean Porter that fought Javier Fortuna and it wound up being a disqualification instead of a knockout? The guy the middleweight, the welterweight, or the 140 pounder from he also fought Adrian Broner from Chicago. The dude from Chicago, Mexican dude from Chicago. Hey, Virgil Wembley said, hey, good morning, Fanon. Does Ryan have any advantages over Tank? What does Tank need to prepare for? Will the height difference be an issue? Thanks, brother. What advantages does he have? His length. His length. His length. I wouldn't say his height. I think his length. And he has a heavy right hand. He does have power in both hands, by the way. He can hurt you with a right hand. Like I said, I've been watching the fights on him. He can hurt you with the right hand. I think the biggest advantage that he has is, number one, the scorecards. I think this, well, I don't even know, really. I don't even know. Yeah, but I think maybe the scorecards. Definitely scorecards with everybody scoring the fight. Because I'm telling you right now, Ryan Garcia is up 5 rounds right now. On certain people's scorecards, he's already up. Gervonta Davis can't win a round in boxing fans' mind unless he knocks the guy out. Because, again, I went back and watched that Mario Barrios fight, and I mean, I watched it 2 days ago. No. Mario Barrios, I think he had a harder time with Leo Santa Cruz. Me. I think Ryan Garcia, I think Gervonta's hardest fight that I've seen him in was Leo Santa Cruz. Because Leo Santa Cruz is so active. Ryan Garcia is not active like that. But I do think if he has advantage, it's going to be his length, right? Because he's got to have to get inside. And then as he's getting inside, he's going to look for that hook. And he's got a versatile hook. He's got a versatile hook. He can go to the body with the hook. He'll go to the body with the hook, or he'll go straight to the chin with the hook, or he'll come around your ear. It'll come around your ear to there with that hook. You know, and it's a quick hook. However, he's also wide. A lot of times he really throws that, like when he tries to go around the ear, that's really wide. The hook that he throws here is wide. The hook that he's throwing to your chin, that's a little bit tighter. And then that in the hook he's throwing to your body, that's tough. You know what I mean? Also, he also does well with parrying jabs. He has multiple guards he fights in too, similar to Tank. He'll come in there and he will take a high guard and he will knock your jab down, and try to counter you. But the height difference, I mean, I don't think it's going to be any bigger an issue than it is with Tank all the time. You know, all the time. He doesn't really seem, and he seems to me that he has more experience with that than a lot of. Because he's short. He's always been short. So he has his ways to work around that. He's just got to really worry about the power of that left hook. Because that left hook does land. But, you know, if you think you're going to stop him by a body shot, I think it's tough. You know what I mean? I think that's tough. I don't see any body shot stoppages. You know what I mean? Thank you, Virgil. I hope that answered your question, Virgil Wimberly. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you. But yeah, man, that's my take on it, man. Fanon Ryan is not big at all. I'm telling you, he didn't look. He said, yeah, he didn't look that big. He looked like he's about a half a head taller than about a half. Ryan is smaller than Barrios. Yeah, he looks smaller than Barrios. He looks like he's about the same size as Luke Campbell. You talking about no. I'm not talking about Santiago. I'm talking about my guy. I'm talking about my guy whose name I'm forgetting. What are you talking about? Yes, it did, Fanon. Yes, it did what? Hold on one second. I'm going to tell you who it is, man. Hold on one second. Adrian Granados. Yeah. I'm going for Adrian Granados. Yeah. Chicago, my Chicago brother, Adrian Granados. Adrian Granados was piecing up, definitely piecing up Javier Fortuna. And Javier Fortuna is a 126 pounder. And he's dirty. That's the problem with Javier Fortuna. He's dirty. Yeah, Adrian Granados is what I was looking for. I don't think anyone has a faster hook in boxing. Oh, I do. Tank. I think Tank does. That's very, very fast, bro. Tank's hook is just as fast. And the problem, I'm telling you, here's the problem. The problem for him is Gervonta's defense. That's the problem for him. It's the defense. It's the defense. When you land that, you better land it. When you land it, you better land it. Okay? You better land it. Otherwise, that right hook is in you're going to exchange a left hook for a right hook. I'm worried about this body. Yeah, Adrian Granados. How is Tank putting Errol in a bad position? Errol, how's Tank doing it? Because he got the big fight, and Errol did not get the big fight. At the end of the day, Bud made a mockery of the sport, and Ryan Tank is going to build up the next big fight. Look, man, Canelo made the biggest dude to make a mockery of it is Canelo. The biggest mockery is Canelo. Hey, Fanon, can you check and see if it's okay to give John Boy's info? Oh, man, it is, man. Yeah, for sure. I know it is. But, yeah, for sure. I'll do that, Rise. And then I'll come by. Yeah, no worries, man. Absolutely. Hey, will you allow Tank to have a silly stipulation for Ryan, like rehydration clause? But when it's Canelo, he is a cheater and double standard is exposed. You're a liar, John. You're a liar, King. Which is why, since you're a liar, I'm going to go ahead and check you, because you're more than likely lying, King. But let's go over here and go to your channel. For $5, I will go to your channel and see that you created that today. You keep saying the same thing, King. And your dead giveaway, and your dead giveaway is it. Nobody's ever heard me say that. You're just making it up. I don't have a problem with a rehydration clause. Generally speaking, I don't. I have a bigger problem with a catch weight. Because a catch weight is telling me, and guess what? The catch weight that is below. I have a problem with catch weights that are below the limit. If you are fighting for a championship at 160 and you have a catch weight of 155, you are clearly draining the guy because you're not allowing him to make it to 160. That's my problem. If you want to have a fight like Errol, Spence Jr. and Keith Thurman have a catch weight, it's not even a catch weight, really, because they're fighting at 154. That's not a catch weight. It's a fight in a higher weight division. That's not a catch weight. So technically speaking, I wouldn't even call a 136 pounds when a guy's 135 and he lets you weigh at 136, I wouldn't even call that a catch weight. Because what you're doing is you're acting like they're really fighting at 140, but Gervonta won't let him go all the way to 140. No, they're fighting at 135, and Gervonta's giving him an extra pound. Rehydration clauses. All that is a same-day weigh-in. That's a same-day weigh-in. Allowing you to actually weigh more than you would if there was a same-day weigh-in. Okay? That's me. I don't care about it. I don't really care. I don't really care. Now, I will tell you this, though. I understand why you would say that it's whack. I understand why you would say it's whack. Dwight, I don't really care about the A-side thing. Gervonta Davis is a 130-pound fighter fighting at 135 against a 135-pound fighter that wants to fight at 140. If Ryan Garcia wanted to, Ryan Garcia could weigh 135. And he's crying about making one. I can't make it. Well, don't fight then. You're literally picking on a guy that you know is nowhere near your size. So what are you complaining about? What are you complaining about? Because you don't get to weigh 180? Oh, I don't get to weigh 155 against a 130-pounder. Whatever, bro. Dude, Gervonta Davis could make 130 next fight easily. Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis fought at 130. Two years ago. Against Leo Santa Cruz. 2 years ago. What do you think he hit puberty at 26? Gervonta Davis could make 130. If he had to make 130, he could make 130. It may be hard for him to make 130, but he can make 130. He did it 2 years ago. October of 2022. That is 2 years and 4 months ago. 2 years, 4 months ago. Four fights ago. Tank is not a big guy. But whatever. I don't really care. I mean, you don't like cats. You don't like same-day weigh-ins. That's your business. I'm not going to have I don't have any problem with you not liking it. Let me tell you again, and I'm going to let me repeat this again. I do not care. Kai says 6'2", 78-inch arms was easy for me to dunk. Oh, that's what's up. Much love in that super chat. Yes, sir. It's like my son. My son is like 6'1". It's so easy for him to dunk, bro. Like, it's really easy for him to dunk. It's real easy for him to dunk. Now it's really easy for him to dunk. Maybe a year ago, it was a little more iffy, but now it's really easy for him to dunk. My son got more hops than me. A little shorter, but definitely got more hops. Hating that I didn't get him into jumping. Should have got him into long jumping. Should make him run. Should train him in a long jump over the summer and slap him up in there in a long jump. I bet you he can go 23. Fanon, not jump subjects, but what a joke. Eddie propping up John Ryder against Canelo. Will I am, Coach. What's going on, Coach G? What's going on, man? Against Canelo, always just checking in to keep the good word. Hey, thank you, William. Thank you, William. I am, Coach G. That's what's up. OG Big Blood said, who are your top 5 fighters in lightweight division? Not necessarily in order. Oh, yeah, in the lightweight division? Oh, those are easy. Devin Haney, Lomachenko, Shakur Stevens, Gervonta Davis, and Frank Martin. That's easy. Those guys are the top 5. Those are the top 5. In any particular order, and I'll give it in the order. Who do I think are the best fighters at lightweight? Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Lomachenko, Frank Martin. And I'm iffy between Frank Martin and Lomachenko. Those are and I'm telling you, in that order are the people that I think are the best fighters. Because Gervonta Davis is much more, I'm telling you, people don't see this. Gervonta Davis is more versatile. Like, I don't get for the life of me why people don't see that. Gervonta Davis is the most versatile. People talk about skills. What you're really talking about is your arm reach. Like when they talk about Devin Haney's more skilled, no, he's not. He just got longer arms for the weight class. That's not a skill, that's an attribute. His jab is not better. His jab's not better. His footwork's not better. His power is not better. He's longer. Those are attributes. That's not a skill. It's an attribute. Isn't it? Oh, he'll jab you. His jab you. It's because he's longer. If they're the same height and the same length, man, God dog, 6 rounds. 6 rounds. I mean, and I mean it. 6 rounds. 6 to 8 rounds. If Devin Haney does not have the attributes that he has, what against Gervonta, 6 to 8 rounds, he's going to sleep. Ryan Garcia has attributes, length, reach. Those are attributes, not skills. If he is the same size as Gervonta Davis, it may not make a difference, but I would literally tell you 6 to 8 rounds. And why 6 to 8 rounds? Because it depends on how he fights. If he gets stupid and starts going at him, then Gervonta is going to go fight going backwards. And he's going to wait for you to walk. He's going to make you walk into something. Ryan told Tank on Mike Tyson's show, you've never faced a real 135-pounder in your life. Much love in that super chat. Yes, sir, he did. Malcolm Gardner said, yes, yes, another lover of track and field. Yeah. Oh, because I know he could do that because he's got good speed and he's got very good spring. He just have to learn how to do, and it doesn't take long to learn how to long jump either. It's not a ridiculous skill. You can get a coach to teach you how to long jump and do that for I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 months. 4 or 5 months and you'll know how to long jump well enough to be able to do what you need to do. Bo in the building. Much love in that super chat. Thank you to everybody that supports. He said, Bobo said the funniest thing yesterday was Tom Brown throwing shade at Ryan's win over Luke Campbell. We were all waiting for Ryan's turn up, which fell flat. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Much love, Bo in the building. So anyway, so you asked me, thank you, brother, for that support, man. If you ask me who was and then really, man, Lomachenko too is like that. And look, dude, Ryan going in 7 or less. I want to say 5, but think he'll make it out of the 5th. It depends on if he chokes. There's another, you may choke. There's also the likelihood that he chokes. There's also a likelihood that he chokes because he's never been in a card like that. He's never been in that situation like that. He also has to not choke. Look, you saw it with Jaron Ennis. I'm not going to say Jaron Ennis choked, but Jaron Ennis definitely in that fight, I think he let the moment get to him. He wanted to do too much, and watch him in his next fight after he's been in that situation. See how he reacts to those big lights. Gervonta Davis has already proven that Gervonta Davis is clutch. I don't want to do this, but that's your whole Michael Jordan. That's all, dude. Michael Jordan is clutch. Tony Kukoc was clutch. Scottie Pippen was not clutch. Wasn't clutch on the offensive end anyway. Clutch on the defensive end, but not clutch on the offensive end. Gervonta Davis has already proven that he's clutch. Hey, man, I'll be right back. Then I'm going to get to this. Thank you so much for your support type super chat. And thank you to everybody that supported today in the Cash App. For real, thank y'all for keeping the channel going. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second. All right, my bad. I'm back. Sorry, say I would have liked if Tank enforced a rehydration clause on Barrios because he decided to go up and challenge Barrios. But when a larger dude chooses to go down and challenge a smaller guy, a rehydration clause is understandable. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I know there's people that are not going to like it any way you cut it because they don't want any special circumstances. You know what I mean? Like, if I can understand if you just say, look, I don't want any special circumstances. If you don't do it for everybody every time, don't do it for that guy because it makes it look like you needed some special advantage for him. So, like, don't get me wrong. I understand that. I understand the argument. It's not you got to be quiet for 5 minutes. I wouldn't like it if Tank, enforce a rehydration clause on somebody when they're going for their belt in a higher weight class. Yeah, I mean, look, it is what it is, but I understand Zenith 360 why people would have an issue with it. This is not a case of people that have an issue with it being unreasonable or illogical. I think that there's arguments that it can be made for it either way. The way that I look at it, though, I'm a fan of same-day weigh-ins. I like same-day weigh-ins. I like same-day weigh-ins. I wish these guys were all doing same-day weigh-ins because same-day weigh-ins keep things consistent and you know what weight class somebody really is. How can you tell me you're fighting at 135 if you don't weigh 135 when you fight? You're not 135 when you fought. You're this is for the 135 a day ago weight class. If you can't make 135 the day of the fight, you're not 135. That's what I think. I think that would eliminate weight bullying. That's weight. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because you can have guys that literally, like, man, do you understand how almost impossible it would have been for Oscar De La Hoya to get championships in all of those weight classes if he didn't have day before weigh-ins, where he literally can drain all the water out of his body and then have dang near 48 hours to rehydrate and get himself to 3 weight classes above where he was? I like same-day weigh-ins. Since I like same-day weigh-ins, I don't mind that they set a limit, that they have a same-day weigh-in, because that's what a rehydration clause is. It's a same-day weigh-in. You can say, like, it sounds severe when you say, oh, they're not going to let him rehydrate. Dude, I'm not going to try to because he's taking in more than water. It ain't strictly hydration. You know what I'm saying? It's food too. It's a same-day weigh-in. I like same-day weigh-ins. So if you say, look, we're going to have a same-day weigh-in where you can't weigh more than where you have to weigh 146 pounds for a 135-pound fight. God dog, that's more than anybody got in the 60s and the 70s. You know what I mean? They all had to do that. So acting like it's some big deal, nah, I don't think it's a big deal. Again, though, I can understand where somebody would take another viewpoint and say, well, if you allow everybody to do it, why is there this special circumstance? Well, the special circumstance is that he thinks this guy is going to take advantage of it. And this guy, he doesn't want to fight a welterweight. Like, dude, I don't want to fight a welterweight. No, excuse me. I don't want to fight a middleweight, because 146 is a welterweight. Anything above 148, 147.5 is a middleweight. Traditionally speaking, that's a middleweight weight. That's a middleweight. So if he says, look, man, I'll fight you, but you're not coming in as a middleweight. Right? You heard what Tyson Fury said about Deontay Wilder. He's like, dude, I outweigh him by 60 pounds. I can get up. Now, say, for example, Tyson Fury had to weigh in at 220 the day of the fight. Just assume He could not weigh 260, 70, 80 pounds. He couldn't walk in the ring at 280. He had to walk in the ring no more than 230. He may not have got up. Right? Deontay Wilder's 215. He's 280. Just sheer body weight. He's doing things off sheer body weight. But that's a heavyweight division. That's just a heavyweight division. It is what it is in the heavyweight division. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that that's anything wrong that Tyson Fury did. I'm just using it to illustrate the point. But there are weight classes, as they say, there are weight classes for a reason. And guess what? If he comes in higher than that, he's going to get hit in that pocket something nasty. But you know he's coming in overweight. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm almost willing to bet he comes in overweight. I'm almost willing to bet he comes overweight. If I was him, I'd come overweight, depending on how much he's going to get hit by. But I wouldn't doubt if he came in overweight because of how much it's worth, him coming overweight. So their penalty for coming in overweight better be stiff. Because if it's just because he's not going to cancel the fight. He's not going to cancel the fight. He's going to fight that night. There's so much money on the line that if this morning of, they're not going to cancel the fight. So Ryan Garcia, I would not be surprised at all if he said, okay, but they had to make that, they would have had to make that penalty for him doing it so stiff that there's no way he's going to do it. Kind of like what Mikey Garcia did when Mikey Garcia did that with Adrian Broner and made that thing so stiff, made the price so severe that he came in way under the weight because he wasn't going to chance it because he needed to get paid. Only lose 20K, not that like they're going to fight. I don't know. Is it two? That's got to be more than 20K. There's got to be more than 20K. 20K, you might as well not have it. 20,000, you may not. You might as well not even have it at 20,000. It's not. You could just ball up that whole thing and scratch it at $20,000 because it's worth missing it. It's worth it. First of all, his fan base ain't going to care. A lot of people in this pocket, I'm just telling you, $20,000, no way. I'd miss weight. Screw you. No joke. They're cheaters. Cats cheat. I'm not saying they are cheaters because I don't know if Ryan Garcia cheating. However, they had him doing performance-enhancing drug testing for months now. Like, nah, bro, you are not going to take anything. You're not going to take anything in this one. So they already got that set. You know? Hey, Fanon, I hope I think your channel's dope. Tara Sims, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. You know, I only can talk about Terence Crawford and hate on him, though. That's it, though. That's all I can do. All I can do is hate on Terence Crawford, even though I spend half of my conversation defending the guy from people that really don't like him. Fanon, why did no one complain about Leo weight restrictions on Tank? Tank respected it because Tank fought for Leo's belt. They had stiff penalty if Tank was over. Because they don't like Tank. Because they don't like Tank. Tank needed to do it to get the fight, so he did it with Leo Santa Cruz. I'm telling you, I think Leo Santa Cruz was his most difficult fight, and not Mario Barrios. Leo Santa Cruz is a better fighter than a lot of these guys are. Say what you want. Leo Santa Cruz lets them hands go. Ryan Garcia don't let his hands go like that. He's not fighting at that pace that Leo Santa Cruz is fighting at. Leo Santa Cruz is fighting, throwing million punches around, bro. Tank walks around heavy, so the weight clause affects him equally. I mean, he's got to do the same thing. Schizo Paul, he's got to do the same thing. He can't weigh more than 146, and I do believe he probably does weigh in the 150s. But I don't know, man. He hasn't looked like he's been weighing that much in between fights, tell you the truth. Leo Santa Cruz is actually landing on Tank. Yeah, I'm just telling you, Leo said people just miss that as if that fight didn't mean anything. And I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen if and when Tank beats Ryan. The only winner in the eyes of you, a lot of y'all people is only Ryan. Ryan's the only one that can really win, bro. Y'all can send me $2. Send you $2 for what, bro? Leo Santa Cruz is definitely the best fighter on Tank's ledger. I mean, he's a better fighter than anybody on Ryan Garcia's. Leo Santa Cruz is a better win than anybody on Devin's. Leo Santa Cruz is a better fighter than anybody on Shakur's. I mean, for real. Like this, I don't understand why people act like Leo Santa Cruz is not a very, very good fighter. That's a Hall of Fame level fighter right there. That is a Hall of Fame level fighter. Leo Santa Cruz. Fanon, the issue is everyone tries to dismiss Leo claiming he was a 126 pounder. Leo Santa Cruz is a 126 pounder like Ryan Garcia is a 135 pounder. There is only between 122 pounds and 135 pounds. Tell me how many pounds that is. Between 126, and by the way, he fought him at 130. How many pounds is it between 126 and 135? No, but you say he's a 126 pounder. Bobo, just give him 126. Give him 126 pounds. How much difference? What's the weight difference between 126 and 135? It's 9 pounds. It's 9 pounds. What's the difference between 140 and 147? It's 7 pounds. What? What? Those little weight classes, there's not a lot of, it's 7 pounds, 135, no, 135 and 126 is 9 pounds. 126 and 135 is 9 pounds. It's 9 pounds. Oh, you said 7. It's 7 from 140 to 147. Okay? It's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. All these guys talking about I'm a 50 million weight division champion. Dude, you went from 118, you went from 112 to 122. It's 10 pounds. You can sweat that off. You can sweat that off. I'm not saying it doesn't mean anything. It does for guys that size. 112, 150, let me see, 112, 115, 118, 122. That's four weight divisions in 10 pounds. 4 weight divisions in 10 pounds. What's the traditional difference between 175 and heavyweight? It's 25 pounds. The difference between the weight divisions from 175 to the cruiserweight limit is 25 pounds. In between one weight class. It's an apples and oranges comparison, man. And Tank was way smaller than Leo Santa Cruz. Way smaller. Not only was he smaller, he was a lot smaller than Leo Santa Cruz. A lot smaller than Leo Santa Cruz. And Leo Santa Cruz is listed at 5'7.5". He's 5'8", with a 69-inch reach. Guess what Ryan's reach is? Ryan's reach is only 671. Let's repeat this. Leo Santa Cruz got a 69-inch arm reach. 69. Ryan Garcia has a 71. 71. 71. Dude, their arm reach ain't much off. You know what I'm saying? Their arm reach ain't much off. What's Ryan Garcia's? What's Ryan? Let me see. Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Wood got like a six. I bet he got like a 60. He's got a 60. He got a 67-inch arm reach. I don't know how to get rid of this thing. He's got a 67.5-inch arm reach. Ryan's only got a 70-inch arm reach. According to them, he's only got an inch longer. He's only got an inch longer reach than Leo Santa Cruz does. Mario, what was he? Isaac Cruz, Leo Santa Cruz. Where is it? Where Mario Barrios? I think he's got a 71-inch arm reach. Mario Barrios, according to BoxRec, which may not always be accurate, but Mario Barrios got an inch longer reach than Ryan Garcia does. But Leo Santa Cruz only's got 1 inch less of an arm reach. Leo Santa Cruz is long. He's long. The arm reach. I'm not talking about the height, but even in the height, he's only an inch and a half shorter than Ryan Garcia is. Sometimes size doesn't matter. Look, I'm just telling you, man, size, it can matter both ways too. You fight a guy that's small. Fight a guy that's small. You know what I mean? And that's getting up inside you. Pause. I hate that pause stuff. I swear I hate that pause stuff. Like, because, dude, I don't feel like I need to say pause, dog. I ain't on no sweetie stuff. Anyway, man, thank y'all to everybody that supports in the super chat and the cash app of this video. It really, really does mean a lot. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for your support, man. Keeping the color in the chat. It means a ton. Hold on one second. I think that may be. Hold on one second. Oh, yeah. For sure. Hold on one second. Yes, sir. That pause was sus. Ryan said that pause was sus. Fanon, you're so sus. I mean, dude, that word sounds funny, man. You so sus. That's something a woman would say. You sus. You sus. Like, you sus. Hey, Nomads 300 said, here's some color. God bless Fanon in the chat. Thank you, brother, for keeping something a little shiny out there for me, bro. Thank you, man. You just so sus. I'm trying to tell you, man. Trying to tell you. Indeed, Fanon, that saying is sweet as bear meat. Exactly. I'm trying to get dog, man. Man, dude, you suspect. Man, that dude suspect, man. That dude sus. Like, what? Talking about somebody being sus while you using too many S's. You got way too many S's. You know what I'm saying? Folks looking out. Hey, what's say? Folks looking out for sus moments is sus. Hey, man, that must sweet as deer meat, bro. Man, I'm just trying to tell you, y'all all some of all of that stuff sound funny to me, bro. Like, why can't I say something? Why always got to be in question? That ain't even on my mind. Big Blunt said, last question, fam. When comparing resumes, for example, like Devin versus Tank resumes, what are things you looking at to determine who has the best resume? Me? I'll look at a variety of things. First of all, I don't really care about all of that. Okay. I really don't care. I want to see the guys fight. But if I were to do it, first of all, I would look at their opponents. Well, let me tell you what I'm looking for when I look at BoxRec. I'm looking to see if somebody got a built-up resume. So what I'll do is whoever they fought, I'll look at the records of the guys that they fought. And then for the guys that they fought, I'll look at their last 10 fights. Okay? If for anybody that they fight, I'm looking at the last 10 fights of the guy that they fought. Okay? When somebody says I'm an undefeated champion, no, I'm an undefeated champion. I look at who you fought. Keys to the game said you missed my super chat. Sorry, brother. Keys to the game somebody say color in the chat. Yes, sir, brother. Thank you, man. Keep the channel going, bro, because we running off of the what are we doing? We doing prosperity. That's my prosperity gong. I was looking for the name of it. That's my prosperity gong. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do it like a preacher, but I'm going to tell you I got a prosperity gong. When you put color in the chat, we're going to ring this prosperity gong, and it's going to resonate. For every time you hear that sound resonate, it's bringing blessings into your life. See, you hear that? Hear that? So let me give you but this is the gong. That's why I don't ever give RuPaul no gong. I do RuPaul like this. I ain't even hitting the gong on him. He said exactly 100%, just like my breakdown on Bud versus on Spence. Yeah. So that's what I'll do. Because I want to know what's going on, man. Like for example, let's look at Errol Spence Jr. in that way. Okay, so I go to Errol Spence. I guess I can show this. So I go to Errol Spence BoxRec, right? All right, so here, let me pull this down here. So let's look at the Errol. This is the comparison I would do when I'm looking to see what the resume means for the fight. Okay? What the resume means for the fight. So I'll go here and I'll say, okay, Errol Spence Jr., we'll do Errol Spence, and we'll do Errol Spence, and then we'll do Terence Crawford. Okay? All right. So, and what they did after. I'll look before, and I'll look to see what happened to them after. So, much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for that support. Okay? So, let's do it. We'll go and we'll say, all right, let's look at Yordenis Ugas. Yordenis Ugas is 27-4, and people say, okay, he already has 4 losses, but let's look at the fight. Yordenis Ugas, what was his last 10 fights? All right. Manny Pacquiao. Okay, we know Pacquiao. He beat Abel Ramos. What was his record? 62-7. So he's an experienced fighter for sure. Abel Ramos, 26-3. Right? I could go to Abel Ramos and say, okay, well, what did Abel Ramos just do before that? Before he fought him. Abel Ramos, before he fought him, Yordenis Ugas was on a win streak against 9 losing. So these are kind of whack wins. That's kind of a whack win. This 25-6. So he's building himself back up. Oh, yeah. And then he fought Brian Pernelli, knocked out Brian Pernelli. So this is a good win because this guy can fight. I'm familiar with him. So he's a good fighter. And then he gets in and he fights Yordenis Ugas. And he loses by a split decision. Then what does he do? He fights Omar Figueroa and he knocks out and he stops Omar Figueroa, who was also beat up by Yordenis Ugas too, right? But then after he beats Omar Figueroa, he loses again by unanimous decision. But still, you know, rugged fighter, fought a 2-12 fight. So it's a good win. But let's go back to it, right? So Abel Ramos, and he beat Abel Ramos. All right, so we see that he's not, you know, it is what it is. Then he beats Manny Pacquiao. He wins this WBA world title vacant. Then he beats Manny Pacquiao. That's a very good win, beating Manny Pacquiao. And he fights Errol and he gets stopped. Okay. Then we'll go to Danny Garcia. You know what Danny Garcia is. But what did Danny Garcia do in his last fights before him? Danny Garcia had beaten Ivan Redcash. He had beaten Adrian Granados. He lost to Sean Porter by unanimous decision, but that was a good fight. I remember that fight. He beat Brandon Rios. That was a knockout. He's supposed to do that. Keith Thurman, split decision loss. Good fight for a belt, right? Good. Samuel Vargas, 25-2, 33-3. So this is a very solid win, Danny Garcia, right? So that's how I would do it for him. Now, if I wanted, and I could keep going to Sean Porter, what was Sean Porter doing before this fight? Sean Porter had fought Sebastian Fundora. Oh, no, before Errol. He had beaten Yordenis Ugas, Danny Garcia, Adrian Granados, and Andre Berto. Right? That's a good fight. That's good wins. He lost to Keith Thurman before that, but it was a good fight. He had beaten Adrian Bronner, which is always a good win. Right? Look at us since 2015. Those are good fights. So that's a good win to me. And then what happened to him afterwards, right? He beat Sebastian Familia. Then he lost to a TKO. I remember this fight. He had a good fight. The scorecards at the time of the stoppage were 84-87, 85-86, and 85-86. So it was a close fight. And then he retired. Let's look at Terence Crawford, though. Also, not though. And how do I get to Terence? Because I will go to somebody who fought like this, and then I will go over here to Terence Crawford. What about Terence Crawford? Terence Crawford fought David Avanesian. David Avanesian had been knocked out 3 times now. Okay, so he had beaten this I'm looking right here. UK. Who? I ain't trying to hear it. Who? I ain't trying to hear it. Josh Kelly. He beat Josh Kelly, who was a good prospect at the time. Josh Kelly at 10-0. Whatever. He's fighting over there in Babylonia. He's in spat. Before last time in the United States, he got knocked out by Igis Kalvanakis. So honestly, bro, I'm not that impressed with that win off of that. Kell Brook. We know Kell Brook. Sean Porter. We see all of that. So that's how I would do that. That's how I would do it. I look at it like that. I don't look to say, okay, who has the better resume? No, I look at BoxRec to say, okay, is this a fake guy like Chris Lovejoy? Let's do Chris Lovejoy. Somebody just said, oh, we need to see him fight Chris. Well, nobody said it, but Chris Lovejoy, right? Let's see what Chris Lovejoy. Let's see Chris Lovejoy. Chris Lovejoy. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. I did that wrong. Oh, I got to separate it. My bad. This is why, and I already know this answer. So this is Chris Lovejoy. He's 20-0 with 20 knockouts, 1 KO. He had a KO loss. Oh, he should be able to go. He should be ready for Deontay, right? Let's go through it. 20 ain't hard. Debut, 14-3 in Tijuana. I don't take any Tijuana fights. Seriously. Tijuana. With 0-7, 0-9, 1-3, 4-23, 0-12, 4-25, 1-4, 3-7, 2-4, 0-3, 6-50. Now this is his best win right here. It's 12-5. Then he stepped up and went over to Spain and left Mexico, went to Spain, and fought Mahmoud Char and got knocked out. Let's look at the bout. He got knocked out in 2 rounds by Manuel Char. And then he went right back on his winning streak, back in Tijuana. And next thing, he's got a fight coming up in Cairo, Egypt. Okay, I don't have anything against Pretty Boy Lovejoy. Okay, nothing against Pretty Boy Lovejoy, but they should not sanction a fight between him. He said, dang, seemed like he was just having Tijuana barroom brawls. Yeah. I don't take anything happening in Tijuana seriously. No joke. I don't take anything in Tijuana seriously. Unless he's fighting a British fighter. If you're going over there to UK to fight, oh, there are going to be problems over there because you better believe UK domestic fighters are on the same time. Oh, and 96. You know what I mean? They build them the same way. They put them in there with guys that are complete garbage. In the United States, they don't do that. They don't do that. I'm telling you, these guys are fighting Mexicans that got out of Mexico. Okay? So, for example, let's look at Tank real quick. I mean this. Watch this, though. This is another difference. I'm telling you, look at this. Watch Gervonta. Because I guarantee you he got some Mexicans on his resume, right? But watch this. Hold on one second. Here's the difference. For me. Now, you guys can disagree. But here's the difference for me. I'm talking about fights that take place in Tijuana. I'm not talking about fighters that get out of Tijuana. If you get out of Tijuana, you probably can fight. Because you don't never know what you got going on over there, down there. Right? So watch. This is what I mean. This is the difference. So fighting guys that get out of Tijuana. Let's see how many fights Tank had in Mexico. US. All his fights in the United States, with the exception of one, Liam Walsh, who went over to the UK. But all these fights are taking place in the United States. And if they're fighting guys from Mexico, these are guys from Mexico that got out. Now, Joshua Ronco, see, these are prospect guys, 2-8, 1-1, 4-7, right? But if this guy is from Mexico, you don't know what this guy got on his record for real. Let's just see if he's from Mexico. No, he's from the United States. That's from the United States. Who are the Mexicans that he fought? You see, you don't 4-7, 1-1. James Franco, Joshua Gore, Hector Lopez. That's Hector Lopez. Let's see if Hector Lopez is from the United States or whether he's from the U.S. and he only had one fight. So Hector Lopez, you don't even know. That dude may have came from Mexico. But anyway, so not him. Actually, bro, he doesn't have any of these Tijuana fights. All right, so this is a guy, German, Ivan, I don't think, where's he from? Mexico. He got out of Mexico. So this is a good example of a Mexican fighter. He got out of Mexico with 64 and 66. This man has got, you have no idea how many fights this guy got. Right? Now, I don't know when he fought him. But look, guy, you don't even know how many fights. For a young fighter, look at how many fights this guy's had. Now, this is clearly somebody, right, that is not a world-class top-level fighter. But you better believe this guy has been fight. This guy has 2 pages of fight. He may have 3 pages because you don't even know how many fights this guy had. This is an experienced fighter. Not some I mean, I'm not saying he ain't garbage and then Tank ain't going to roll over him. All I'm saying is this guy got out of Mexico. And when did he get out of Mexico? After he had 130 fights. This man has had 130 fights. That's a very experienced. Just having 130 fights, you're going to be crafty. But he wound up. What did he happen with Tank? He winds up getting stopped. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that that's something where it's like, oh yeah, what a great win. I'm just saying that guy is a very dangerous fighter because he's already had dang near. He's walking up on well over 100 fights in his career to get out of Mexico. Okay, then you say, okay, so what was that? Who was that again? He knocks him out. Then he got this guy. Oh no, who was it? Oh no, that's him. I got to back that up one more because that didn't look like. All right, so he beats this guy. And then what does he do after that? After he beats this guy up, he fights another. I don't know where he is, 4-4-2. Did he get out of Mexico? Nope, he's from Puerto Rico. So fought a Puerto Rican fighter, got some rounds in. What was he? He's an orthodox fighter. Then he's at Ricky DeLay right there. Ricky DeLay right there is when he started fighting guys that I would say are stepping up his competition, right? Steps up his competition. And right there is really when he takes off right here. I would say at this point right here is where he stepped up. At Cristobal Cruz, Leo Sanchez. Now these guys are from Mexico, 40-18. Man, come on, man. 40-18. Where'd it go again? I'm telling you, not saying these are great fighters. I'm just saying he fought a guy, Cristobal Cruz, an orthodox fighter out of Mexico, got out of Mexico with 60 fights. So you see what I'm talking about. I'm saying that's how I look at it. I look at you have a young kid that's fighting. They're definitely building him and putting him in there with tough fighters. He's giving him fights that he can win, but they're putting him in there with fighters with a lot of experience, right? And Tank winds up getting him out of there because he's a much higher level. He's a much higher level fighter. But if you go look and you look at guys that are actually there in Mexico and taking the fights in Mexico, that to me seems to be a little bit of a different deal because you're there fighting any old body out of Mexico. But those guys had to fight there in order to get to the United States. They have to fight themselves out of Mexico. Not that they're going to win the fight. They're definitely coming to be an opponent, and they're definitely coming for that, for that style or whatever. But, that's what I think, man. Why are people crying about Tank stipulations and Ryan weight? Because it's something to talk about, bro. Because it's something, man, I went a long time on that. My bad. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did, but yeah, anyway, thank you for that question, man. I just want to tell you what I look at. That's what I look at when I'm looking at BoxRec. I'm not going to look at it and say, who did he beat? What did he do? Who did he beat? I'm looking at it to see, okay, how was this guy built? How was he built? This is how you teach casual to become real boxing fans. Say JQ Jackson said, Jake said, this is how you teach casuals to become real boxing fans. No doubt, bro. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm just telling you that's what I look at. Because I'm going to tell you right now, those guys, the most dangerous thing, the reasons why those UK guys keep losing to these Mexicans is because Mexicans have a domestic fight scene that is a killer. You don't know their record may say 66-44. Man, they may have another 50 fights on their record that ain't out there. It may say 4-7, but his record may be 30-52. You just don't know. Oh, no, I already know. He fought all those guys in Mexico. I already know the answer to that. But I'll do it since you asked. No worries. I'll do it if you asked. No, you asked. So I'll do it since you asked. But I already know the answer, bro. I already know the answer. But let's go through it like I was looking at it from the beginning. Okay? All right. So we go over here and let's look at it. Devin Haney in Mexico. In Mexican fighters. First of all, you see right there is the dead giveaway. Tijuana. Now look at the records of these guys in Tijuana. 1-1, 7-21, 5-23, 6-9, 2-4, 0-4, 1-4. He's literally fighting 14-year-olds in Tijuana. Single-digit fight, dang near single-digit fights on these guys. 1-4, 5-2, 6-7, 5-19. Then he took a step up and fought a guy with 36 and 28. Now, mind you, Devin was 16 when he was doing this. 10-4, 2-5, 10-4, 5-8. And then he came to the United States. And I think he stepped up his Mexican. Yes, he never got there to fighting that level of it. And that's where all his knockouts came, against those guys. That's where all his knockouts are. So we're saying, does he really have power? This guy, Devin Haney, who I've never paid attention to or seen before. Well, he was knocking out and actually, he was getting TKOs. So he's not knocking them out. He got a TKO, 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 UD, TKO. UD, TKO, UD, TKO, TKO, TKO. This is a legitimate knockout in the second round. Daniel Armando Valenzuela, who's been knocked out 41 times. He knocked out a guy that had been knocked out 41 times. And when did he fight him? He fought him coming off a knockdown, but he did build it up with a couple wins and then a KO and a TKO and a KO. So, it's just a young fighter. Obviously, they were doing that with him. But anyway, so when did he get – that's a TKO. Then he gets to the United States and he gets – this is where he really starts stepping up. This is a good win, right? Still kind of fighting club fighters or whatever. Then he steps up against Mason Menard. This is the big step-up fight for him. Mason Menard. I remember him. That's a good win at that stage in his career. He stepped up, really. And so then Juan Carlos Burgos, that's a big time. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Juan Carlos Burgos, that is his big Mexican, an orthodox, good, legitimate Mexican fighter that won his way out of Mexico. See, this guy fought his way out of Mexico. See, Tijuana. Then he makes a debut in the United States, starts fighting more regularly in the United States because he fought himself out of that Mexican circuit, right, and proved himself to be a good fighter. And too older, though, 2014, gets Mikey Garcia. Boom, gets beat by Mikey Garcia. Then he goes back to Mexico. Mexico. He stays in Mexico for 4 years. He has 3 fights in 4 years. And then Devin stops. Then Devin beats him by unanimous decision. So really, these are the good. That's why I'm saying no, Devin Haney's resume is not as good as Gervonta's. That's what I would say. And I'm not insulting him. I'm looking at it. I'm saying he really stepped up against maybe Jojo Diaz. Like right around that time. Right around that time in 2018 is when he really had his first dude that was really going to test him as a pro. Is in about 4 years ago. And his record is very, very padded. His KOs are padded for sure. His KO percentage is very padded. That power, his 50% knockout percentage does not reflect his real power. First of all, he's fighting a bunch of startup. They may have had more fights on their record at that time, but he was getting TKOs, not KOs. against guys that only had a few fights, and that was in Tijuana Mess. Those are really, really, really blatant mismatches and way different style, way different levels of fighters. So, but I remember why he did it. He did it because he turned pro early at like 16. So that's what he did. And while he was, while other people were in the amateurs, that's what he did. So basically most of like the first, 16 fights were amateur level fights is what it looks like to me. And then he stepped up, right? To me, I don't think we're really going to know what he is until he gets in there at 140. That's why I continue to say that. He's had other wins. He's had Jojo Diaz. He's had Jorge Linares. He has had George Kambosos, right? Those guys, I think, prove that he is a top upper level fighter. But he ain't stopping him. So he's going to have a problem when he runs up in there at 140. He's got some more stepping up that he could do. Gervonta Davis, just off of his resume, Gervonta Davis is a very, very dangerous fighter for him. Very, very dangerous. Because you see Gervonta, look at the guys Gervonta is knocked out. He's beaten Mario Barrios. Dude, he doesn't even have any of his 28 fights. None of those are the introductory level Mexican in Tijuana type fights. The fights that all of the Mexican fighters that Gervonta Davis has fought have either been former world champions or guys that moved out or made it out of Mexico to come to the United States. Devin's got a lot of Mexican fighters that probably never fought again after that. Or they never fought again under that name. Because like I said, that Mexican domestic scene is very wild. John Boy said, hey, everybody, at the airborne trying to board a flight now home. Shout out to everybody. I need medical attention. F Texas. Much love in that super chat, bro. Man. So y'all tell me it might sound like I'm hating. Y'all tell me if that sounds like hate. Much love, brother. Thank you so much, bro. What? Shingles are itch. Oh my God, I got to go get my other shingle shot. I've had one single shingle shot. I got to get my other shingle shot. For now, they went back to the bus driving after Devin. That's what I see. So for me, it's like, I don't get why y'all act like Devin had to wait so long. No, it sounded like a breakdown in analysis. Yeah, I mean, you may think, is that hating? Dude, seriously, what it looks like is somebody that's going to get in there against Regis Prograis and get hurt. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like, no, you're not. And I thank you. I appreciate it. I'm telling you, it looks like he need to stay away from Regis Prograis. Like, look at Regis Prograis. That's not Regis Prograis. You know what I'm saying? It looks like he needs to stay away from Regis Prograis. That's what came to my mind when I'm talking about Regis Prograis. I'm talking about Regis Prograis. I'm saying Matias, okay. Regis, maybe. Regis Prograis, dog, you better stay, man. Hey. Regis Prograis, you know what I'm saying? Regis Prograis, that seems like you can get hurt. Because Regis Prograis got more thump than Matias does. He's got more thump. And honestly, Matias need to be a little bit careful too, talking all that craziness. No joke. I mean, Richardson Hitchens, like, look, dude, I just can't, I'm telling you, dude, he's been in there with a lot of soft touches. The majority of his fights, no matter what area in his careers, have been mismatches. He's really, the only fight that I would say has not really been a mismatch for Devin is Jorge Linares. That's the only fight that I would say was not a mismatch. Everything else that I've said has been just as skill-wise been a mismatch. I don't think that I don't know how he's been built. You know what I mean? I just doesn't, you know what I mean? It's a lot of fights down there in Tijuana. I got Devin beating Regis. I'm going to tell you right now, he may beat Regis, but do not be surprised if he gets a whooping. I'm telling you, if he fights Regis, do not be surprised. That's why I'm telling you about Gary Antoine Russell. And everybody getting mad. Oh, Gary Antoine Russell, Gary Antoine Russell. Gary, oh, man, look, dude, they need to build Gary. God dog. Like, look at Gary Antoine Russell. Give that man some time. God dog. Like, for real. Look, let's do Gary Antoine. I know I'm losing viewers on this. And much love to everybody in the super chat. Thank you for everybody that keeps coloring the chat. Thank you a lot. Let's look at this, man. Gary Antoine Russell. And we're talking about how you build a fighter, how you give them the experience that they need. How you give them the experience that they need. Okay? To develop their skill set. Hey man, can we get the likes over 400? Let's look at him. Because everybody acting like there's no reason to slow down with Gary Antoine Russell. I am begging these dudes to slow down with Gary Antoine Russell. It's not fair to Gary Antoine Russell. Now watch. 16 fights. 16 fights this man has had. We just saw what Devin did in his first 16 fights. Okay? And I'm not saying they did Devin Haney bad. I'm not saying it at all. But let's look at, because I'm not saying he didn't need to be built, right? But look at Devin's first 16 fights. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I do it yet? Okay, here. I'm going to share this screen. Man, how, dude, Thomas Hill, Regis is ducking Devin. Oh, my God. What do you, man, be quiet. The man's not even in the weight class. Jeez Louise. The man is not even in the weight class and he's ducking Devin. Man, will y'all be quiet? All right, so let's look at Devin's fights. How many? I got to just do this. I don't feel like counting. I'm going to earshot it. I'm going to go to Mason Menard. Okay, let me see. Mason Menard fought Devin Haney. Devin Haney had 18 fights, okay? So 16 fights was 2 fights before that. At 16 fights, Devin Haney was fighting Mario Enrico Tinoco. Now let's look at Gary Antoine Russell with 16 fights. And you're telling me this man does not need to be slowed down. When did he stop fighting people? There you go, right there. He went from fighting in 2000. When did he turn pro, by the way? He turned pro in 2017. So he's literally fighting 3 times a year. It's up into 2020. He went from fighting Giovanni Santiago in 2021 and made a jump to Victor Postol at 31-3. And then he fought Ramses Bartholomew, who was 29-1-1. I would argue that Devin Haney did not get moved up to fight a guy like Victor Postol until he fought Jorge Linares 2 fights ago. Jorge Linares 2 fights ago. Jojo Diaz and George Kambosos, in my opinion. Because we can go, let's look at George Kambosos. George Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez. His fight before that was Mickey Bay. Lee Selby, Mickey Bay, 11-2, 24-10. Junior Magbu, nobody really there, bro. Even though these guys did have some decent records, though. And then before that, he's fighting, not decent, you know what I mean? Decent things there. So for me, I thought so for on one, I guess. What do you mean? I meant to say Regis will cold cock Devin. Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, because he definitely didn't duck him. Good morning, Fanai. What's going on, Matthew Thomas? Thank you, brother. So, look, dude, this man's got 16 fights, and this man literally jumped to where his step-up fight was Victor Postol. His step-up fight was not Mason Menard. It was Victor Postol. And then he fights Ramses Bartholomew. You think you need to throw him in there with Regis Prograis? And they got dog. Why wasn't Devin fighting these guys at 16 fights? That is such an unfair comparison. It's basically like saying that he doesn't need to be built. Matthew Thomas said, morning for 9 in the chat. Thank you, brother. Mr. Wheelie in the building. I'll lie. Willie said, I appreciate the knowledge you passing out for 9. Salute, and also check Ryan Garcia. Oh, Ryan Garcia been in there. Ryan Garcia has been in there. Somebody said I missed the super chat. I'm going to go back to the one before. Actually, let me check this Cash App, brother. Thank y'all so much for y'all support today, man. So, like, dude, for real, like, come on, man. You acting like, dude, Gervonta Davis is, in my opinion, there's no comparison between those resumes. The only comparison is the belt. That's it. That's it. There's comparisons with the belt. He is the champion, without a doubt. No, I got you, Il. I got you, man. I got you up there. Much love in that super chat. Thank you so much, bro. So to me, there's really no. Thank you, brother, for letting me know, JQ Jackson. To me, there's no really. That's what I see. That's what I see. I don't think I'm wrong about that. There's no comparison between Gervonta Davis had a much tougher route to get to the record that he has than Devin Haney did. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, in my mind. Because there's no padding to his record at all. He's literally a 126, 130-pounder that has beaten 126-pounder Hall of Famers. That has given up size, reach, length. Oh, thank you, brother. I definitely don't want to miss it. That's how I see it, and I don't think that I'm too off on that. You know what I mean? Most of the time, the promoters who make or break fights, who plan, can take 2 or 3 fights ahead, usually not the fighter. Look, Gervonta Tank Davis has fought tough competition his entire career. Devin Haney was built for at least the first 18, up until 10 fights ago. Well, how many fights is it? I'm telling you. Devin Haney is 28-0, right? The first step-up fight that he had, and that I would call a step-up fight, is Mason Menard. And I'm pretty sure that was the show bout That was a showboat fight. The showbox card. Well, let's go. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me back up. The event was, when was this event? No, I don't even think that was a showbox card because oh yeah, it was because he was fighting on the same card Joshua Greer was. US Showtime. So he fought Showtime. Let me see if that's a showbox fight. Let me look at this one. In a 6-round fight, and that was a 10-round fight. But let's go back to this one. Let's go to Hasma. Yeah, this was not televised. Right here. What? Oh, okay, Devin Vargas. Yeah, this one right here is at the Buckhead Fight Club in Atlanta. So you know he won his step-up fight with Enrico. His first step-up fight was Mason Menard. When he fought Mason Menard, he was 18-0. That's 10 fights ago. That's 10 fights ago. I didn't say no padding. I already told you why there's no padding, Fahim. Those Mexicans left Mexico. You're not going to get a guy. You don't get a guy any development fights. No, I do not call easy. I do not call your first 10 fights against in there padding your record. It's developing your fights, bro. You got to have, everybody knows the first 10 fights that you have or 12 fights that you have are fights that you're just getting. If you're a prospect, you're just getting your feet wet. That's not padding your record. That's not padding your record. That's not padding your record. They're developmental fighters. And he didn't fight in Tijuana. Come on, man. You're fighting guys. If you fight guys that have no chance, dude, the Mexican guy that he fought the first Mexican from Mexico that he fought had over 100, he had 130 fights. He had 130 fights. And he wasn't 1 in 120. No, bro. And by the way, padding your record, dude, those Mexicans can fight. Those Mexicans can fight. I don't even understand that. I don't get why people say, "Oh, you're fighting a Mexican. That means you're padding your record." Fahim Sator, Mexicans can't fight? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I could have sworn Mexico is the number 2 country in boxing. It's not like he's fighting a bunch of dudes in the UK. It's not like he's in Spain, fighting in Spain. Dude, if you fighting in Argentina, you got problems. If you fight in Argentina, coming out of Argentina, good luck with the guys that get out of Argentina. Because they have a lot of experience and they fought a lot of dudes. John Boy said, never been to a state where you get broken ribs, broken collarbone, broken cracked sternum, give 0 meds, and sent to jail. Oh, welcome to Texas. Texas. Yeah, or Cuba. Go get the guys that get out of Mexico. That's why I laugh every time. Hey, Fahim Sator. Dude, what's my record on these UK dudes losing to Mexican journeymen? What's my record? What's the UK journeyman doing over there in Mexico when they get out of there? You better be really worried about a 20. What's Mauricio's Lara? What's Mauricio Lara? Hold on one second. Mauricio Lara, bro. Mauricio Lara. You better be real worried about a dude that jumps out of Mexico. Hey, dog, this boy jumped out of Mexico, ain't never left Mexico. Hey, watch this. Do you realize, watch this. It's perfect with these dudes. Mauricio Lara, I'm telling you, Mauricio Lara got knocked out in 2018 by a 5-1-1 Elliot Chavez. 5-1-1, got knocked out in the first round. They cherry pick him. Then he builds his record back up, right? Builds his record back up. And they put him in there with Josh Warrington, bro. And he stops Josh Warrington. You better worry about these Mexican journeymen. Don't be acting like these dudes can't. I'm telling you, if that dude gets out of Mexico, you better watch your ad. You better watch it. If that man gets out of Mexico, if they let him cross the border, you better be like, hey, man, these dudes got some bets down here going on in Mexico. That man got knocked out by Elliot Chavez, dog, in the first round, and they thought it was sweet. Oh, they thought it was sweet over there in the UK. We're going to give him a shot at the IB. Dude, we're going to give him a shot at Josh Warrington. And he knocked out Josh Warrington. Then he got a technical decision. And then again, he goes to fight Emilio Sanchez. They bring him. He goes back to Mexico. They send him back to Mexico. He fights Jose, a 33-5 cat out of Mexico. They put him in there with Leigh Wood, and he knocks out Leigh Wood. And these are the guys. Oh, he was way better than. No, man, that dude would get smoked by Gary Russell Jr. The number one featherweight in the world is, man, I still got a grudge against you UT dudes, bro. Hey, dude, I'm telling you, that's because they want to get cute. Y'all ain't that good, okay? I promise you this. Please put Mauricio Lara at 126 in the ring with Shakur Stevenson. Let it happen. Bring him on. Bring him on. You'd never hear from Mauricio Lara again. They cut him a $10,000 check and send his ass back to Tijuana. You know what I'm saying? Beat up. Get back. It's the thank you. You know what I mean? Y'all are tripping, bro. Dude, put Mauricio Lara at 126 in there with Gervonta. They're going to pack you up and throw you in. Bye. Goodbye. In the United States, you do not get domestic level fights. I'm telling you, any fight these guys have is an international fight. There is no domestic boxing scene in the United States. None. Tell me I'm lying. Because the Mexicans that you see these guys fighting are guys that went international. They fought themselves out of those Mexican bars. And then they're out. Then somebody paid for him to come to the United States. He fought himself out of that. Fought his way out of that. So you already got a guy, I don't care what their record is, that is dangerous. And it is an international fight. It is domestic when you go to Mexico. If you go to Mexico, that's a domestic level fight. You're fighting the domestic level Mexicans. Okay? If you ship him in, you better be careful because that is an international Mexican fighter. And international Mexican fighters will thump you, okay? And don't act like they won't. They will thump you. Them dudes will take a lot of punishment. Them dudes will dish out a lot of punishment. Those dudes that's all they know. A Road Boxing with Ula said, this patient analysis earned my like today. Excellent work, Fanon. Hey, no worries, Road Boxing. Road Boxing with Ula, thank you. All I'm trying to tell you is y'all need to come on with that stuff y'all talking and stop it. Devin Haney has a bunch of domestic level domestic level Mexican fights on his record. If you're fighting a Mexican in the United States, that's not what it is. If you're fighting Hugo Chavez, if you're fighting Francisco Fonseca, and I know they may not be from the United States, Mexican, they're probably from South America. Those guys fought their way out of those countries, which means that they are a danger. They're a dangerous fighter, bro. Apples and oranges, excuse me, American elites and Euro bums. What do you mean? American elites, and I'm just trying to tell you if you talk about, oh, you got all these Mexicans on your resume, I want to know where you fought them. John Boy Super Chat, never been in this. Oh, I did. I got it, brother. I definitely got it. Oh, no, I did miss it. John Boy in the Super Chat again said, when I'm released, they say, I apologize. I told them, F y'all idiots. Hey, man, I'm so sorry, man, that you had to go through that. Much love to my guy, John Bowie. So sorry, brother, that you had to go through that, man. That is crazy you had to go through that. That is crazy that you got to go through it. But we are putting all that positive energy out there for you, brother. Put all that positive energy out there for you. So you know what it is. But look, man, I'm going to get up out of here, man. Much love to everybody in the chat. Much love to everybody in the super chat. Hey, hold on one second, though. I know I did. But at the same time, I'm so glad I didn't mess that up today. Really put me in a bad mood yesterday. But it is what it is, bro. Hey, if you really want to make a gigantic name, you almost always have to come to the U.S. That's when you're really fighting the best in the world from all over. Yeah, dude, it's like if you want to be a really good tennis player in the United States, you got to go to Florida. It's where everything is. It's where all the competition is. Fanon, don't forget to get me John Bowie's info. Oh, John Bowie. A Rise. Can you get in? Can you hit this link real quick? Oh, actually, I don't want to do that. Yeah, dude, you know what? I'll come to your channel and I'll get that to you. I'll get that to you. DJ OC, holler at your brother. Anyway, I got to get up out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Thank y'all so much. For now, one example is Canelo or Julio Cesar Chavez. Unbelievable success in Mexico. They come to the U.S. with people from all over the world to come to fight. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Like, come on, man. You fighting dude. I don't even get why people keep saying Mexicans can't fight. Like, they can fight. Dude, those dudes can fight. Like, they can fight. Do you not watch them? Like, they got the dude. I'm telling you, they are the number two best fighters as a group in the world, maybe number 3 behind the Cubans. Because they say that Puerto Rican-Mexican rivalry. Nah, bro. Puerto Rican-Cuban. But the Cubans don't get out of Cuba. The Cubans that get out of Cuba, you better believe their problems. The Mexicans that get out of Mexico, you better believe their problems. The Americans that leave the America, they don't know about that though. Anyway, it is what it is. And with that, I got to get up out of here. Deuces.